Alrighty, welcome back to the podcast, everybody. I know the music's still going. Give me 1 second. All right, we got it. We're done. Welcome to Play Away, your weekly video game podcast covering video game news, reviews, and more. I like how I say that, but like, we actually don't do that very often. now I think about it. We do reviews, but like news, we don't cover news honestly all that much. Mainly because I don't know. I don't feel like there's a lot of news worth talking about. I don't know. Anyway, definitely recently, but this podcast. We weren't gonna do this podcast. I had a different podcast planned, but Jordan wasn't able to make it, so I was like, you know what? The next best thing, because I was gonna save this podcast for next week, because it's literally gonna be the day before the Game Awards. So I thought it'd be kind of interesting. Because who knows, something might leak or whatnot, and then obviously we're gonna predict that instead of us saying it now, and then a week later it gets leaked, and we're like, well, that didn't age well. So, but oh my gosh, just so y'all know, Hollow Knight will not be here. It's like, oh my gosh, yeah, for real. Way to lose like 1 million viewership right there. Like, that's a great way to do it. But anyway, we're here. We're going to be predicting all the announcements and reveals, trailers, release date, all that, whatever, for the Game Awards 2024. It's happening, at the time of recording this, it's happening in 12 days. So it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm going to be hosting a watch party at my house. Going to have a whole bunch of friends. Jordan, Austin is all going to be here. Isaiah is going to be here. So we're going to have a fun time. I'm not sure how I'm going to do reaction to it. If we all watch it in my room, then I think I'm still going to do a reaction to it. Problem is, there's going to be a lot of people. Because Isaiah's bringing Violet, Peter, Michael, and some other people. My mom wants to watch as well. So it's like, so I don't know how many people there's going to be. So if we can fit them all in my room, then I will do reaction. If not, we're just going to do a bunch of videos and stuff covering all of it afterwards. I think it could work. Because, like, I feel like if I put up all the tall chairs behind the couch, right? Like where my desk is, you can kind of see over. It's kind of like a front row, which is the sofa, and then like a back row, which is like behind the sofa. Kind of. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to work with it, but maybe. But yeah. But also, like my TV's much better than the one in the living room, and the sound system is much better. So it's like it'll be a better viewing experience too than like in the living room. But yeah, right. But anyway, yeah. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I know it's been a full week because I went on vacation last week, so there weren't any videos or any podcasts or nothing. I originally said that I was gonna try and schedule things to release. I didn't do that because I just decided to chill and honestly like just relax and enjoy my last few days like before vacation, because truth be told, I just like felt my watch and it just felt interesting, so I had to look at it. But yeah, no, no. Anyway, but because it's funny because I guess we'll get into it. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I'll save it because we're gonna go into tradition right now. What have we been playing? What have we been up to? How's it doing? And honestly, me and you, Loki, haven't talked in a while, so this will kind of be just our moment to a little catch up. Apparently, this dude spent close to like $3,000 or something like that. I don't know. So, sounds right. Uh-oh. He's down the dumps, so he's coping with money. Oh, boy. No, I'm just
happened in November.
Just
December
realized
of last
you were
year,
not
too.
playing the whole time, but you are now. Good thing we're just now doing it. They didn't really miss much. You're good. All
That's
right,
fine.
listen,
Yeah,
real
I
quick.
I barely said anything.
For everybody wondering, I got a Stream Deck for Black Friday, and so I've been working. This thing is a lot more advanced and complex than I thought it was. Like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
so I'm like trying to work everything and all the buttons. I've done all the links and everything, so I'm kind of trying to get used to it, and so I forgot to click the button. So there it is.
Yeah.
We should be good now.
Yeah. So what I was saying, before they couldn't hear. You see this, guys? This has been crying recently,
I know, I see
and
a
it's gonna
$12
keep
bill
crying
flying out of it.
because, it's a 20 right there.
It's definitely a single.
So yeah, I was like, okay, I feel like on a hiatus for a minute. I didn't really play much, and I was like, okay, I need to catch up. We have Game Awards coming up. All right, let's do it. That just went absolutely nowhere. So I got a 4K TV, 4K OLED TV. All right.
Fire.
And, I wanted to stream really bad, and it just was not working for me. So I was like, okay, I don't understand why. And then I was like, okay, well, it's because I don't have an extra, like HDMI that supported, 4K. And I was like, okay, great. So then that happened. I had to get that, and then it was good. So then, after a while, I saw some sales go up. The Black Friday shopping really began at that point. I can go ahead and I guess show you my haul. Jesus. So first off,
kind of
I'm gonna
similar
go
to mine,
through.
honestly.
Yeah.
Except
I'm
you're
gonna
have a lot
go
more, 'cause-
through. I'm gonna go from my least favorite purchases to my favorites.
Bro has a least favorite to favorite purchase.
Yes. This specifically is my least favorite.
It's the same one.
Because I know. And
Yo,
I bet it
Byron
works for
Cutler, welcome to stream. Let's predict some game announcements. Yes, we will. We're currently catching up in our lives for the past 2 weeks, so we will get to that.
And
welcome to stream.
Yeah, and I bet this sucker works for you like it doesn't work for me.
No, I hate this thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
So I woke up.
So
I woke up at 7 a.m. today because I was like, bro, I'm locked in. I'm ready to go, bro. Like low-key, new mindset, new life. I'm ready. I woke up. I started setting it up. Yeah, I didn't stream until 12. Because I was trying to figure this dang thing out, bro. Oh my, yo, Syrup 2, Mafia: The Old Country at PC Game Show tomorrow. Really? Was that confirmed?
What?
Oh, snap. Okay, we're going to have to talk about that. Everybody tuning in the stream, I appreciate you all tuning in right now. We're going to talk about Game Award announcements and games. We're currently doing our tradition, talking about games we've played in the past few weeks and stuff like that. And our Black Friday hauls, but we will get to that.
Yeah. So did you even get that thing to work?
Yeah, I did. So basically, from what I've experienced, the only way to make it work is the HDMI cable that came in the box. That is the cable you have to use from your PlayStation to the Elgato. So pretty much how my PlayStation is normally up by my TV, and my desk is really far away, and I used to use a really long HDMI. I can't do that. So I had to bring my PlayStation 5 over to my desk. So it's literally just sitting here, right next to me. My hand is on it.
Yeah.
And that's the only way I got it to work.
Yeah, well, that's not really been my issue. My issue is it destroys my CPU.
Oh, well, okay. Well, yeah. Well, that too.
What? What do you mean? What? Does it for you as well?
No.
Probably not. No. Well, I have an i7, which it says all you need is an i5 or higher. I want to cuss so bad because that's such bull.
Well, hold on. Whoa.
Whatever, bro.
There are weak i5s.
I can look at that box.
There are weak
I can
i5s.
look at that box, bro.
Okay, look. So like, just because like, let's just say just because you have an i9, just because Ray McDougal, welcome to stream. Man, we got a lot of people. We might just have to go straight to this game award.
For $30, I got it. Metal Gear Solid Master Volume 1. Yep. Pikmin 1+2. PS5 Pro's down over there. 4K X Elgato. And besides the TV, I think that's it.
Where did you get Silent Hill and Metaphor for $30?
Walmart.
Cap.
Yeah, that's where I got it. Walmart Early Access. I literally got it from Walmart.
I want to see
Silent
receipts. I want to see receipts.
Where's my phone?
Because
I
that is
kid you
also
not,
where I
bro.
got Metaphor from, and it was definitely not $30.
Okay, maybe not Metaphor, but
Okay,
maybe,
that
maybe
makes
not
more sense.
Metaphor. No. Yeah, Metaphor was
50.
Amazon. Metaphor was Amazon. I got it for 30.
Cap.
I did.
Show me
I can
receipts.
pull up my receipts right now. I can.
I want
Hold
to
on.
see receipts. It's Cap.
Did bro overpay?
Probably. That's fine though. I don't really care.
Dude, the sales were going crazy.
Oh, see, I thought the sales were mid this year compared to normally.
Bro, some of the games that came out 2 months ago were like
Well, that's normal though.
over half off.
That's normal.
Hold on. Where's it at? Okay, there's one of them.
I can't even.
Wait,
see both.
I'm gonna I don't know if I should show this. Why am I gonna show stream?
Is there any-
I should just send you a screenshot.
Yeah. Let's do
No,
that.
but it's just. Oh no, I could have just showed what was in my account in total.
Oh, that would have been horrible. Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
There's some crazy
It's-
stuff going on.
it's okay. So yeah, you got a 3210 from Walmart. That's a Silent Hill 2 right there. I ain't lying about that. I got the specific amount on a November 27, 2024.
I believe that
Okay.
one. That one I believe.
Where is the 30?
All right. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so no Black Myth Wukong, I see.
It's not out yet. Right? It
Oh,
doesn't come it comes out the day of the Game Awards.
The physical version, yeah.
I'm getting it physically.
Oh.
Bro, I may not even like it. So, I'd rather plus I like physical media. So I'd rather just get
I
it
know I can
physically.
tell with those pre-owned boxes.
Mother, I got it. Okay, just kind of segue it. We can segue. Like I'm gonna.
I don't
log
believe
in
the
and
stream
find
is
this receipt.
lagging, Syrup 2. I don't think it is. But yeah. Well, anyway, it's pretty good haul there. Pretty good haul. Very similar to mine. I also got the 4KX thing. Annoyed the crap out of me this morning, but it's fine now. My quality is much better now on my stream. And by the way, my bit rate now, I set it to 20,000. So yeah.
Jesus.
But it's working. But all right, we got 6 viewers in the chat right now, and y'all already know you clicked on the stream for one reason only, because the title, the video, and the thumbnail. 2024, the Game Awards predictions. We're gonna jump straight into it because I know that's what you're all here for, and we're not gonna bore you with our lives and spending habits. More or less my spending habit. This is like the first time Austin's ever like unloaded this much money into like gaming at once. This is like a monthly thing for me, but no worries. So the Game Awards 20, bro, Austin's locked into something right now. Bro's locked in.
Hold on, bro. I'm so Was it not 30? There's no way.
It
I
definitely was
thought I
not
had
30
a
bucks because I scoured
I've-
everywhere to find the cheapest price. I can tell you right now it was not 30 bucks. Silent Hill 2, I believe. But
I thought Sega was my guy.
I mean they are, but they're not the $30
They-
they're just but my
All right,
haul
well,
my haul also
Might have
includes a
been-
lot of
might have
his
been
games.
50.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Wait, actually, I can't confirm that because it's not on my account. I did it through my mom's Walmart or my mom's
you'll
account.
confirm it to me at some other point. But
That's fine.
but my haul is pretty similar. I got a lot of the same games he did. Metaphor. Actually, that might have been the only same game we got, low key. I got Pacific Drive Deluxe Edition. I got Cyberpunk 2077 with Phantom Liberty, basically the Ultimate Edition. I got Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. Don't ask questions. I also got A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead. I got what else? I got Stellar Blade. That's one I got, and then Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Those are the games I got pretty much. And yeah, so looking forward to streaming all those games. But all right, let's get talking. Austin, we got to lock in here.
Yeah, I think it was $53. I see it on my thing.
Yep.
It's Amazon.
Yep.
All right, whatever.
All right.
That's fine.
Let's lock in now. The Game
All right.
Awards announcements.
Mhm.
How do we want to do this? Do we want to go like one at a time? Do we want to go with like our top enough? Do we want to go for pipe? Like, what are we doing?
Or do we just bring back the predictions like contest we did?
The drafts.
Yeah, the drafts.
I don't know if I want to do drafts, but we can do the same format.
Mm.
Like I don't know if I want to do like the competition part of it, but like in the same
Yeah.
vein of like we're gonna pick like 3 like obvious like
Yeah.
ones, like some that are pipe dreams and some that are questionable, some that are rumored, some that are leaked. We'll kind of do that, and we'll go like one at a time, and just explain and specify. Byron Cutler says, during the 2022 Game Awards, I predict most of the announcements correctly. Death Stranding 2, Returnal, PC, Last of Us Part 1, PC, Horizons, Burning Shore, Hades 2. I don't even know what that is. Oh, Judas,
That's probably supposed to
Bayonetta
be
Origins, Cyberpunk,
Bro, how did
and
you predict
Wayfinder?
Judas when it was a new announcement?
Fun fact, me and Austin were actually at the 2022 Game Awards in person. Like, we actually flew to LA and we were in there in person. And so
Oh, dude.
I do remember all those announcements. Hades
No,
2 was wild.
Still, dude, Hades 2, like,
Yeah.
I will never, like,
and Judas. I remember
think
Judas
that's-
2 was crazy.
yeah, I think that's one of my favorite, like, announcements or just trailers ever for me, just because we were there. And I
Yeah.
mean, that game is huge.
I
and it's
also,
like, I
like-
feel like,
I also like was thinking about it the other day because I'm so excited to go next year because next year's gonna be goated, literally. But I was like thinking, I find it surreal, and I can't believe I haven't made a bigger deal out of this. We literally saw Hideo Kojima in person, and we saw the announcement of Death Stranding 2. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's like history
we also,
right there.
we also saw Reggie the goat.
We saw Al Pacino as well.
Yeah, Al Pacino.
Al
man.
Pacino, bro. But anyway, all right, so let's get predicting. I'm going to go first because it dawned upon me the other day of how excited and how 10 out of 10 this show is already. Just off of this one thing that I am almost 99.9% confident is going to be here. And I doubt anybody will care except me. Actually, I take that back. There's like 20 million people in the world who will care because Black Myth Wukong is getting its first expansion trailer, guaranteed. 100%. They said the expansion will launch in the first half of next year. Is that what the Game Science said? Sometime in the first half of next year. This is where they announce it. And GameSign said that we'll be hearing something from Black Myth Wukong within the month. Well, what else in the month is happening except the Game Awards? Come on now.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna happen. I think we're finally gonna get one of the expansions.
Well, I think it also just makes sense realistically because
It's nominated a
like,
bunch too.
well, and also the physical comes out the same day.
Yeah, literally facts.
So like, it just makes so much sense to.
Can you imagine a
like,
shadow drop?
do it?
Can you imagine a shadow drop?
I
Kinda
think
like the
they
Alan
announced
Wake
it for
2.
Xbox too.
Oh yeah, facts. No, I think they're going all out at the Game Awards, like in terms of like
Yeah.
what they can, of course. Like they're not gonna announce their next game, but like they're gonna do as much for Black Myth as possible because obviously it's nominated a bunch. It's the biggest game of the year.
Yeah.
And they have a lot planned, and there's a lot that needs to happen. Like you said, the Xbox port. So I'm very excited for that. Yeah, Sir 2, Xbox Black Myth, yeah, for sure. All right, go ahead. I'll let you say one.
Man, see, I'm just like, mostly in my mind. I'm thinking of like all the ones that I want to see. I did see they will announce Judas release date and pre-order. I would
be
really, I
sick.
really do want them to do that.
That would be
I'm not certain if they're gonna do that, but I will say I'll be really happy if they do because I think Judas looks very good. I mean, it's in my top 5 most anticipated for next year. So,
Yep. Right there with you.
Yeah. I think this one's pretty obvious. It's been on my mind for a hot minute. I just don't see it being anywhere else but Hazelight's next game.
Oh yeah.
They tweeted early, like not even maybe
we
a
know the
couple
name
months
of the
ago.
game too. We know the name.
Well, I forget what it was called.
Yeah, me too. I forget what it was called. But...
I don't remember. But Hazelight is the if none of you know, Hazelight is the studio that made It Takes Two and also A Way Out. They tweeted a couple months ago, I want to say, like it was just like a piece of paper, and it was like, I think it was like more news this year, and I don't think they said it was 2025, like in terms of when it was coming. I think it was just like more news about their next game, like this year. It's December. There ain't much time left, you know? And also, when you have Joseph Fares, like the guy who is running that whole boat, it's just like, yeah, he's kind of known for being at the Game Awards, so I can't see it any other way.
Oh, no, it's
So,
100%. He said, okay, so Joseph Fares literally said that they will announce a new game later this year.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I mean, we're in the final month. I
Yeah.
mean, you got to do it now. But
Yeah, where else you gonna do
and
it?
it is
Like,
confirmed to
yeah, guys,
be-
EA Showcase.
it is confirmed to be a new IP.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm trying to find the name because I know I saw the name somewhere.
Yeah, it's I'm pretty sure it's on like a piece of paper and they like it's like written out, but I can't remember.
Oh man, what is it?
Split next year will be amazing.
Split Fiction.
Yes, Split Fiction. Yes,
Sounds sweet.
I do like that title. I do. There are a lot of rumors what that game's going to be too. It's actually apparently based off leaks. I don't know if it's true, but it's going to have 2 women protagonists.
Yo, chat is cooking.
Yeah, next year will be amazing year for casual game. Dude, not even casual gamers.
Every
just
gamer,
hardcore
literally
gamers,
every
bro.
gamer.
Like
Indie,
bro.
mobile, whatever you VR maybe. Who knows? Like, I'm addicted to Black Ops 6 right now. A lot of people are, my guy. A lot of people are. No, but this guy cooked. James Bond, dude. We haven't seen that game since like 2020 or 2021. Like, where is it, dude? There are so many games. I was literally thinking about making a video on my channel before the Game Awards, but I don't want it to age poorly, so I might do it afterwards. I want to make a video of where the heck are these games? There are so many games that were announced like 4 years ago. We just haven't heard. Wonder Woman, Splinter Cell Remake, 007. Like, there are so many games that it's just like, where are you? Like, do you
Yeah.
even exist anymore? We do know Splinter Cell exists because they keep telling us it's still in development, it's still in development. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. Okay, but Wonder Woman we haven't heard anything about, and 007 we haven't heard anything about. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of interesting. All right. Those are some good guesses. Oh, and then in terms of Judas, I do think it is coming out next year. Like I think they even confirmed.
No, it
2025.
has a 2025 release date.
Although in today's industry, we know just getting a year does not mean it's for sure gonna come out that year.
Yeah,
but
but
I'm
not
confident.
every game is Silksong, bro. It's all right.
Yeah, facts.
That's
no,
that
but-
that if that doesn't come out next year, it's never coming out. It's canceled. There's no other way to put it. Like, that's ridiculous, dude.
I do think Judas though. I think we see it here. I mean, Jeff and the Game Awards, they love repeating things. Like if Jeff announces a game, he's gonna be the one to follow it up as well, which is kind of contradicting because it was at the State of Play, Judas, right? Yeah, it was at this year's State of Play, like earlier in the year or summer, something like that. But it was at a State of Play. But no, I do think it comes back to the Game Awards for its release date. I don't know about pre-order, and I don't know about. It depends. Usually, if you have a trailer at the Game Awards, and if you get a release date, it is usually first half of 2025, first half of the year release date. You're not gonna announce a September or October release date at the Game Awards because that's a whole like 8-9 months away. You're just not gonna do that. If a game gets a release date, it's first half of the year. We've seen, I think even Black Myth got an August release date, I think.
Yeah.
So it could even go that far, but it's very not likely. We've seen a bunch of games. Like, I saw someone earlier, which, shout out to that game. I like that game getting some love. Rise of the Ronin. Or this guy said The Last Ronin. Wait.
Oh, the Ninja Turtle, right?
Oh no, we're not seeing that. we're not seeing that for a hot minute, bro. Ain't no way. But no, the Rise
I
of the Ronin
think
pretty
that's
much.
what he meant.
It got a trailer and it got a release date. Stellar Blade, same thing. It got a trailer, it got a release date. It was all within like the first half of the month or first half of the year.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way I think you get a release date is if you are for sure launching in the first half of the year. So, I don't know. Judas, it really depends. I could see that being a summer game, but I could easily see it being like a December game, kind of like Callisto Protocol type thing. Like it's a game we don't know for sure if it's going to be a huge hit, but it looks promising. And so who knows, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And then, yeah, I would love to see Hazelight's next game as well. But the one I'm going to say on the topic of release dates, I mean, it's time. It's literally time. Metal Gear Delta. I mean, we've waited long enough. Like, it has to be here. If it's not,
we may have to wait longer, bro. They said they don't. I respect them for being honest, though. Like, in an interview, the director literally said we are not gonna say the release date until we are like 100% sure it's like good to go. Which, like, I love the honesty, but
I love that.
Man, you're blue balling us here, man.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. Like, I mean, I feel like Xbox is the biggest victim to this. They like announce a release date and actually we're gonna have second thought.
We'll see in the next 3 years.
Yeah, but no, I agree. Like with their whole mindset with that, like, do not announce a release date until you are confident in that release date. But no, I do think we see it here. If it's not at the Game Awards, I have a wild prediction. I think it's going to be the surprise game at the Xbox Developer Direct.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wild prediction. But that's my guess. I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
Or it could just be at a Sony event at some point.
It could be. But
Yeah.
it showed
could-
up at multiple Xbox events though. Which is interesting.
It could be it could be at like a lot of different things. So I wouldn't. I think it's a good guess though. The one I have I think is a pretty good guess. I wouldn't say it's like perfect, but I think based off what Bandai Namco tweeted, I just kind of I get that feeling. I think Tekken 8 is gonna show up. I think their final character is gonna get announced
Tifa.
here. I don't think it's gonna be Tifa
It's gonna be
though.
Tifa, bro. I'm telling you.
I think it's gonna be a guest character. I don't know who though. But if no one saw, Bandai Namco tweeted about the world, like the Tekken World Tour,
Yeah.
and how like they're trying, like I think literally within this last month, I think to even like get this character out or something. Like they are trying to get like the trailer out and everything. So I know they've pretty much done it release by like just doing it themselves, but if this is the very last character, I wouldn't be shocked if they just took it to the Game Awards, because
Have they
Tekken has
said-
been at the Game Awards before.
Have they said it's the final character of the whole game, or just like this pass?
No,
Like,
just this specific
pass?
This specific pass.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was about to say. No way they're just stopping at like.
No,
right-
no, because but then you have Michael Jackson, but then you have Lydia, and then Heihachi, and it's like, okay, I feel like it has to be a guest character. If it is Tifa, I'll be honest, dude, like I don't really care, I guess. Like not to say because Tifa's not cool, but I don't know. I guess I'm just not as excited for the character. Literally, it feels like everybody wants. Congratulations if she does, but it's just not who I would want personally. I'd have no idea who I want though. I'd want somebody cool, which I do think Tifa's cool, but I'd want someone more unexpected. Like, honestly, John, who would you want it to be?
Tifa.
Who? you, not Tifa. All right.
Okay.
Let's say not Tifa included.
Barrett. No. No. I would.
Oh, imagine if Kratos was in.
That'd be crazy. Rook from Dragon Age. No. Oh, you know what? You know who I would actually love to? Yo, I'm gonna say a wild one.
Mm-hmm.
Leon S. Kennedy, bro.
I could see it, but
The problem is he has no powers. Is the problem?
Yeah, but also it's like you already got Victor, which like Victor kind of plays a little similar. I would think like you could change him up, but Victor's got a gun, a knife.
Honestly, like throw in like Scorpion or something. That'd be kind of cool.
You could.
The Mandalorian.
I think-
No.
I think they could pull like a Street Fighter route and like add a character from another big like fighting game franchise. Like if they wanted, they could maybe get like Ryu or something. Because I mean, Street Fighter did it with Terry, and I will say Street Fighter, they went crazy with their
Oh yeah.
lineup. Like God, Terry Bogard, like Elena, and oh my gosh, that's like what?
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, John Wick.
He's.
I don't even care if I
he's
just
just
I don't
like
care if I
Victor.
just said Victor. I don't care. All right, I don't care if I said Victor beforehand. I'm a hypocrite. Ganondorf. All right.
Oh, that would be cool.
I don't know,
That'd be cool.
but no,
Samus.
Nintendo would never. In reality, I'd want it to be a Yakuza character. Just yes, it is my favorite franchise, but also I think it makes sense, and also it really bothers me that Infinite Wealth came out the same day as Tekken 8, and I think for that reason they should collaborate because I think it makes a lot of sense. But the Yakuza characters don't hit women, so it's not possible. So
Yeah. Well.
it's the one time I cheer for domestic violence. No,
Whoa! Whoa!
I'm kidding.
Yo,
I'm
you just
kidding.
got this whole
I'm
channel
kidding,
canceled.
fellas. I'm
All
kidding.
right.
I'm kidding, fellas. It's a joke. It's a
Oh,
joke.
man.
We don't
That's
condone that
crazy
out
talk.
here.
That's crazy talk.
We don't condone that out here, fellas. But no, I do think I think Tekken 8 has a good shot at being there.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that.
I think fighting game some fighting game has to have something, I think.
Here's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start going by company, because I think a lot of companies are gonna show up, right? So I think if we go by company specifically, I think we'll get a more accurate prediction. I'm gonna go to Square Enix. The only reason I'm doing that is because Square Enix is fresh on my mind right now because I've been playing Final Fantasy today specifically. Do we think Square Enix will announce anything?
No.
I'm gonna do a wild guess. In light of a recent release that is doing spectacularly well, especially in Japan.
Oh. Ooh.
I think Dragon
really?
Quest 12 will find. It was announced in 2021, 2020, maybe.
No, I think it's even earlier than that.
No, because it was after. It was after FF7. It was announced after FF7, so it was 2020 or. I think it was 2021. I think.
Oh yeah, that's another game I feel like just does not exist.
Right. Yeah. I think that has a really good shot. Like, I could definitely just see it. Like, it's one of those games that, like, people know about, people want, but it's not something you hear in everyday conversations. So it's going to show up and everyone's going to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. I feel like it's going to be one of those games, Dragon Quest 12, especially in light, because Dragon Age 3 HD 2D is selling hotcakes in Japan. Like, it's almost like it almost sold 1 million copies in Japan first week. You know how hard that is to do in Japan unless you're a Pokemon? Like, that is insane numbers. I think even Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D is like the most like wishlisted game right now in Japan. And so I also think the only reason, or not the only reason, there's obviously other reasons. I do think a big reason they probably won't show Dragon Quest is just because Monster Hunter Wilds comes out. No, that's not even. I'm stupid. Never mind.
Bro, hello?
Don't even at me, bro.
Oh,
Don't
get
even
this
at
dude
me.
off the
Don't even at me.
podcast.
Don't even at me, bro.
We're talking about, bro. I'm sorry. Do not compare Cap God to Square Mid. All right, like, come on now.
No,
Like, get out of here.
Right. But
okay, and when I say Square Mid, fellas, I'm just saying they that's their up and downs. Like, come on, but Capcom, Jesus Christ, they're a train that never stops going. They don't go off the rails. They keep going.
They're a beast.
And I think they're gonna close the show.
Capcom?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think they're gonna
With
close the
Resident
show.
Evil 9?
And you know, yep.
I completely agree. We're on the same
They
wave.
closed with Monster Hunter Wilds. They've literally showed up every single year.
I will say,
I don't see a world where they're not here.
I could see the opposite. I could see them throwing us for a loop. Resident Evil 9's the opener. I could see that too.
It could be.
But for sure, if Resident Evil 9's in the show, you know for sure they're putting it in one of the most pivotal positions in the show. Like, they're not just gonna throw it in like some random like hour 15 mark. Like, they're gonna make sure it has full attention. This guy is cooking. Byron Cutler, we're gonna get to Xbox. I think Xbox is gonna repeat what they did last year and absolutely cook. But no, in terms of Square, I genuinely think the only thing I see from them, even somewhat announcing, is Dragon Quest 12. Because outside of the Dragon Age remasters, I don't think they have anything announced for next year.
No.
I don't think. And it's been so long since Dragon Quest, and it's so hot right now. I think this is the time. Even if it's not coming out next year, Dragon Quest is hot right now. You need to show what the future of Dragon Quest looks like, not in terms of remasters. Like, just a trailer, just like a reveal. Literally, all we got was a logo. Just show us, like, a couple scenes, like, just a look at the world or whatnot, just to get people like, okay, this game still exists, I'm hyped. Like, because the game is non-existent right now, but it very much is a thing. So, I don't know.
I love the contrast and like the idea of like you could take a game like Kingdom Hearts 4, which has like clearly been shown, and like and like we, yeah, but I low key though, that's not gonna be there. I'm 100% sure that's not showing up.
Yeah, probably.
I actually think you're cooking. I actually think Dragon Quest, which is a game that has literally been announced years ago, which like realistically would make sense to show up more than, because it hasn't. But also it makes sense. Dragon Quest is doing really good. I find that contrast incredibly funny, how you could see a game like a year ago and it's like you just don't get that feeling because you haven't heard anything. But then you have this big release and it's like, oh, well, I haven't heard of this in 3 years, but the time is right, you know?
Like, well, I mean, it's like the same thing. I know it's a weird comparison. I think companies need to learn, and I feel like this year has been a great telling of this with Xbox specifically. They need to learn how to take advantage of their IPs whenever they have momentum. Because if you look at Nintendo, the Mario movie did really well, and so what do? They released like 12 Mario games within like the span of a year and a half, right? And that ended up working really well for them. Same thing happened with Xbox, except they failed. The Fallout show came out, and it was a hit. And what did they do? Nothing, except they next-gen updated Fallout 4.
It's all right. Listen.
Wow.
All right.
And you know what's even funnier?
Okay. We'll get a Fallout remaster or something.
You know what's even funnier is Todd Howard then went on an interview like a month later and said, we didn't expect the Fallout show to be that big. And he kind of like did like a whole talk about like how like as a company, as a business, like when something like that happens, you have to shift plans. It's like, how were y'all not preparing for this? Like I mean, I get it. Like a show may do bad, but you're telling me you have nothing Fallout related, that you're gonna spend hundreds of millions budgeting a show, and you're not gonna have anything Fallout related except a next gen patch to go alongside it. Not a remaster, not like DLC, no nothing.
I do see the argument, but you that does make sense. It's like,
even Borderlands had it, bro. Even Borderlands had it. Like, even though the movie flopped, you can tell they planned that. They planned to literally 2 weeks later announce a game. Like,
I do find that crazy because like, you had the Halo show, which I think the first season wasn't as well received as I remember. Or it had a rough start. But
it was still not great.
Yeah. And that didn't happen or anything. So it's like I wouldn't base it off past like processes, not to say it was, but it could have been as well. But I do find that kind of crazy that they didn't at least have something, you know, because even if it's just like a good show that people talk about, it doesn't have to be amazing. I still think it's good to have something down the pipeline that, even if it's not as many people as an Arcane would pull in, or like a Fallout, like I still think it's good to have like something behind it that people may go to, because like the stat said, I'm pretty sure a lot of people went and actually played a lot of the old Fallouts after watching the show.
They like reached a huge gigantic surge. But
I think now what they're gonna do, if they're gonna do another season, I think they're gonna like plan it around
for sure,
that time,
100%.
and they're gonna like figure out something. I gotta get into Fallout.
I know. I need to get back into Fallout. That's what I need to do. But no. So back to Square Enix. Basically, I think just using momentum from IP, like you just said. Like, it's crazy how there's some games that can just be lost in existence, but then like something happens, like a remaster, and now everybody's like questioning, like, yo, what's up with this franchise? Like, yo, what's next? There's like all time hype. Jump on that. Like, if you're a company, jump on that because that is how you succeed. And so I think Dragon Quest 12 is a huge guess. And I don't think that's something you necessarily have to close or open the show with either. I think that is like a good like maybe like 1 hour into the show, things are slowing down a little bit. Boom, shove a big one in there. Boom. Then pause. Boom.
I tried,
game.
dude. I was gonna let it slide. I was trying to compose, and then you just said pause, and I lost it. Okay. Okay, let's hop back in here.
Kingdom Hearts 4 is an interesting one. I could see it, but I don't think so.
You know what's, I don't think Square's gonna show up though. I'm just not
At
getting
all?
that feeling.
Foam Stars 2. Confirmed.
If after how the first one did,
Didn't they shut it down?
No, I actually don't think it's shut down. I think
it's
it's supposed to go multi-plat. I thought. I think they're still trying. I could be wrong though. Well, there's another live service that shut down, which is not Foam Stars.
Oof. RIP. X Defiant.
Bro, Ubisoft is. I pray that they get their footing because they had the worst year. I mean, I think almost everything was a flop except Prince of Persia.
Even that, they disbanded the studio in a way.
Bro, and now they got rid of 2 studios. Like, wow, they had a horrendous year.
They need some serious rework.
Let me fact check. Foam Stars still alive. Are they still cooking?
Nice. But I don't know. Square Enix. We'll see, man. I don't know. I think they're kind of a wild card. I definitely don't think they're gonna do anything Final Fantasy related. I'll tell you that much. And I pray they don't. Honestly, I pray that they don't join the Game Awards and show something Final Fantasy related. As much as I love Final Fantasy, Square Enix's biggest problem is they rely only on Final Fantasy, and even then, the games aren't selling like what they want them to. So it's like, stop putting all the pressure on Final Fantasy. Use your other IPs. Gosh dang it! You know what is selling really great?
Yeah.
Dragon Quest. Jump on that. Do that. Come on now.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Hey man, I won't complain. Final Fantasy 16 expansion number 3. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're gonna be here. Just me personally.
I can see it.
I don't. If they are, I think it's going to be something very like little. I don't think it's gonna be. I do like your thinking. Like I do want that. I think one of those 2 would be cool. I do think even Dragon Quest, that would be really good. Like the timing is perfect.
Yeah.
But I don't think Square Enix really knows anything about timing, really. Like,
Actually, you know what I just thought? Does 1 and 2 HD 2D even have a release date?
what?
Does Dragon Quest 1 and 2 even
No.
have a release date?
No,
Okay,
I feel like I would
that's
have.
what they're showing them.
I-
They're gonna give that a release date.
Oh, fantastic, dude! Like, that's a bot. What's up, dog?
Yep.
All right, who do you want to go to next? Who do you?
Well,
who do you...
we brought him up, and I don't think we're gonna have much to say about him. Ubisoft. Maybe a new trailer for AC Shadow because they have to somehow bring that thing together.
I'll be honest. They should just not show anything.
I mean, I don't blame. Unless
you know what I would,
unless
you know what I would, you know
unless
what I would realistically want them. Yes, I want them to show that, but didn't they like deconfirm it till 2026?
they basically said it's a ways away still. They
Yeah.
said it's still in early production. Man, get out of here, bro. No way. Stupidness. Stupid. Witcher 4
bro,
just entered early production.
Bro, if they're dude, oh god.
You know, I actually
If they
saw
do
a
show,
funny tweet.
if they do show up, it probably is going to be Shadows, which I still am somewhat excited for the game. Like I
I am
still
too. I'm an Assassin's
wanna,
Creed fan. Like, but
I still want to try it, but I just don't think you're not selling it to people. I think it's out the window. I think people have just given up at this rate, especially whenever you like conveniently move it when Ghost of Tsushima 2 gets announced. Like I think that alone, like it's just too convenient of that, and even whatever reason you give, it just looks terrible. It like if you don't even have faith in your product, it's hard for other people.
honestly, here's what I want to happen, and I'm really like genuinely, I agree with you. I'm low key scared for Ubisoft. Like, I think they're even worse than Square Enix now, like by a long shot.
Oh yeah.
Not in terms of like how I enjoy them. I still enjoy them more than Square Enix personally, but I think like in terms of
I think
business,
they could get shut down.
I don't know about shut down, but they're gonna get acquired.
Well, yeah, but it's
luckily,
I think they're getting to a point where it's shut down or be acquired, and that's bad.
I don't think realistically, the industry will not let Ubisoft shut down. That's just not a thing that can happen, because if that happens, that creates way too many ripple effects. What's going to happen? Ubisoft's either going to get entirely acquired, or Ubisoft is going to start selling off some of their stuff to multiple companies. They're not just going to shut down, because that's going to cause way too many ripple effects. Yeah. Like even outside of like the main franchises, Far Cry, like Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft makes a lot that is like really important for like a large casual audience. Like Just Dance, for example, like that is like really important. They make like all the Family Feud games. They make all like the Monopoly games. Yeah. If Ubisoft goes down, there's going to be a huge hole in the market for casual audience, and that's going to hurt the industry as a whole. So it's like, in a way, like I almost feel like every company, if they see Ubisoft's filing for bankruptcy or something, people are going to jump on that. They're not just going to shut down. Yeah. It's just not going to happen. But
it's all right. It's all right. Tencent's going to pull through. And just,
right.
You know, create a monopoly, you know, because everyone's scared about Xbox. Meanwhile, Tencent is like, has everything, it feels like at some point. Like,
but no, Loki. So anyway, like I was saying, as much as this is a scary situation for Ubisoft, if I was Ubisoft, this is what I want them to do. Release AC Shadows. If it's a hit, great. If it's not, can't say we didn't expect it. If that is not a hit, which honestly is like a 50-50 chance at this rate. If that is not a hit, I don't want you to release anything else in 2025. I want you to go into silence. I want you to rework everything. If you still plan on doing Splinter Cell, work on that in silence. If you plan another Far Cry, if you were planning on releasing Far Cry 7 in 2025, push it back. Push it to 2026. I want you to go into pure silence until you have a roadmap that you are confident in. You already have Sands of Time in 2026. Great. Keep that there. Don't show it until you have quality stuff to show about that game. Same thing with Splinter Cell. Same thing with Far Cry. Because what you could do, since Assassin's Creed is releasing early next year, if it's a flop, you wait then 10 whole months, maybe even longer, until you do an event in 2026, and boom, you show people what the future of your company looks like with Prince in quiet. Because unfortunately, that is exactly what happened to AC Shadows. Star Wars Outlaws came out, and everybody started jumping on Assassin's Creed Shadows again after it already went through war about the whole controversy over politics and stuff. And then Outlaws came out, and then everybody started doubting the quality of it. And then, so if it's a flop, don't affect your other products because of that. Go into silence, work on it, and just wait until the right time to do it. But as a company, as a huge company, waiting like 12 months to do all that is very risky. Like, if you have no income, if you have no kind of just any kind of budgeting business thing going on for a whole like 12 months, that is very risky. But I think honestly at this rate, it's the only way to like regain trust or like faith, confidence in a way. And even then, you're not going to recover like more than like 50% of it. So
yeah.
But it's rough. But if they were to announce anything, I think they're either going to show another Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer, or I mean, heck, maybe Far Cry, maybe Splinter Cell, but I just doubt it. Maybe they'll do like Outlaws DLC or some crap. I don't know. Like, it's going to be something stupid. But I don't expect anything from them. Let's go.
Sega.
Sure.
Let's do Sega just because I'm interested in, and I want to have this conversation because I've realized something, and I may just have to come to the realization that this might be true. I was watching Maximilian Dude's prediction Game Awards video. I
watched that today too.
And once again, he had talked about like Sega, and he's like, well, they showed how many games? One of them has to be here. And in my head, I'm thinking you picked the most popular one. Which in my head, for the longest time, I've thought it is Jet Set Radio.
Absolutely not.
I literally, for the life of me, never heard anyone on this planet talk about Crazy Taxi. Ever in my life. Until that game was shown. And all I see now is Crazy Taxi. I'm like, bro, where have you all been at? Like, I don't understand.
That's the question.
Bro, no one like, I have so many friends that I talk to that love Jet Set Radio. And ever since Crazy Taxi got announced, everyone's like, Crazy Taxi. And I'm like, dude,
bro,
it's
Crazy
a car.
Taxi is the hero. Right? Crazy Taxi.
Bro, I guess
that's what we worship. Okay.
Listen, okay. I think I'm being a little. I don't know. I'm being a little judgmental. I'm being a little judgmental, like how I was a little bit on Balatro. I'm just thinking, oh, it's a car. But like, realistically, like, I don't know, man. You know, like at first at Balatro, I was like, why is this nominated for? It's a card game. But then it's also in my head, I'm like, okay, Crazy Taxi. Are you serious, guys? It's a car.
No, it's a taxi.
But real
with a guy inside.
That's a form of a vehicle. We just call it car.
No, but the whole point of the game is you are living out the profession of being a taxi driver. You have to get your passengers from point A to point B while causing as much chaos while doing it. That's what gets your score up.
I think that probably has the best shot at this point, I guess, even though I literally thought Jet Set Radio was the most popular of all those. I guess not. No. I don't get it, though. I think
because that's funny. I actually have the opposite. Is until I met you, I had no idea what Jet Set Radio was.
Bro, how, dude? You couldn't escape it.
That's exactly the same thing with you, though. Like, everybody loves Crazy Taxi, but somehow you just never heard of it until it was announced.
No, I always knew what it was, but I didn't. No one was talking about it like that. Whereas, like, Jet Set Radio was always like a franchise that people would talk about, not specifically for just its gameplay, but also its music. Like, it's universally, a lot of people love its music because it's got a very like hip hop kind of electro funk type of vibe that a lot of people enjoy. I I always knew what Crazy Taxi was. I never heard anybody talk about it. But it feels like ever since they announced it, bro, they released the hounds, bro. Like everyone's
Dude.
out. Like they're
Word.
out to play. And I'm like, bro, what?
Word.
Like I think I just have to come to the realization at this point. It just is what it is. I guess Crazy Taxi just it's just that guy.
Bro, Crazy Taxi's him. Let me tell you.
Like
But
I
no,
don't know.
I do think if Sega's here, I think it's one of two things. It's either Crazy Taxi, or it's what Byron Cutler said, Persona 6. Because same thing, like we were just talking about, if Atlas starts winning a bunch of awards, can you imagine it wins Game of the Year, Metaphor wins Game of the Year, and then afterwards they're like, and coming from the studio that just won Game of the Year, Persona 6. Everybody's going to lose their mind, bro. Like, because everybody's argument for why they wouldn't show Persona 6 last year was that because they already had announced Metaphor and it was coming out. They didn't want to get in the way of marketing. Because if you announce Persona 6 alongside a new IP, everybody's going to care way more about Persona 6 than that new IP. Now that that game is out, people are looking forward to what's next for Atlas. Boom. We know it's coming. Show it.
yeah.
I just don't think
they'll do that.
No, I'm almost confident it's Crazy Taxi. But
my reason is just I don't think they're done milking.
I mean,
they're not done milking
Metaphor's
that
crazy,
cow.
So, you know.
That cow is not done milking, bro.
Nope.
Like
I'm ready to milk it.
it's got to be, bro. At this rate, it's gonna be 2026. Like God.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's coming. Oh yeah, no. I don't think it's coming out next year at all, for sure.
Like it would be insane if it did, but I just Atlas knows how to milk a cow till it's dry.
What are the
bro.
big JRPGs coming out next year? Are there any like huge ones?
Bro, they all
Monster
came,
Hunter
they all came out
Wilds.
this year, bro.
I mean, Monster Hunter Wilds is the biggest one I could think of.
Well, if Dragon Quest released, then
yeah,
maybe.
that would be it. Metal Gear isn't a JRPG; it's just a Japanese
No.
game.
Bro, I'll be honest. A lot of the big JRPGs came out this year.
I mean, Pokemon Legends. Wow, bro, completely forgot about his like one of his most anticipated, his most anticipated Pirate Yakuza.
Well, yeah, but that's like a spin-off.
So,
Like it's a spin-off, bro. Like
look at this dude over here.
like it's big, but like are you going to compare it to like a remake or no?
I mean, if it was a Pokemon Snap, I'd be worshiping it, but you know, it is what it is.
Well, yeah, like I myself am super excited, but like if I'm comparing it to like a lot of other like big JRPGs, like you could think of, like I'm not gonna compare it to a Dragon Quest 12 or something like that.
I mean,
Like that's what I'm just trying to say in comparison. But yeah, you have that as well. I
I
can't
don't know
really
what
think
else
of.
Sega could show. Maybe like, do you think a Bayonetta is
Do
out
you
of
think-
the realm of possibilities?
No, it's too soon.
That's what I think too, but I don't even know if they would even do another one because I don't know if it sold like all that well.
No, I think they're gonna do another one, dude. It literally feels like the way. I'll be honest though, I wouldn't. It'd be sad because I still really like 3. I know its story is very hit or miss, but I think outside of that, I think the game's amazing.
Gameplay.
I would be, I would, and also the OST.
Oh, yeah, the music's good.
Like, I would be upset if they discontinued it, but I think for how controversial it was, I just don't know if you can sell a Bayonetta 4, especially if Bayo's not the main protagonist. Like,
oof, yeah, that's right.
I really think them basically confirming like Violet takes the step. They didn't even do her justice enough. Like she didn't have enough time to really take that role. And I think that's really bad for that franchise. And I want them to continue, but they have to make Bayo the main protagonist. There's no other choice.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
you have to I don't know. I don't think it is though. There's a lot of stuff like, but that's the thing about Sega that I like is that they have so many things to choose from. Like they have so many games like you could actually think of that they're probably making right now. But I think it's going to be one of the ones that they showed at the Game Awards. I think it makes just a lot of sense personally. Um,
Yeah.
because like one, they were announced also just if you're going to pick anything, just promote one of them and maybe one of them's closer than we think. Like we could they could come with a curveball, bro. It could be neither of those. They could show Shinobi or something. Like,
Yo, I'd go crazy for that. I'm so excited for that.
yeah,
game.
I will.
looks sick.
That game looks really awesome.
I know.
Like,
I'm super hyped for that. That's
real
probably my most
quick.
anticipated one out of all of them, low key. I
Yeah.
capping.
Real-
Crazy taxi. Sorry.
Real quick, I may just be tripping overall, but like, I know the dog or wolf or whatever looks kind of similar to whatever Capcom's is.
Okami?
Yeah, dude, I thought straight up for a second, I thought they like stole it from him. I'm like, bro, what? Like, am I tripping? Like, do they not look somewhat similar?
Shinobi?
Yeah,
There's a dog in
I
Shinobi?
may be tripping. Yeah, isn't that the one?
No, it's just a dude. You literally
What's
play as
the
a
one that-
shinobi.
What's the one? Hold on. I gotta read. Hold on. Sega Game Awards. Dude, I could just be. No, they had one that look, because it was Golden Axe, Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi, Shinobi. Oh my
Street
god, I have to be the dumbest human on the planet. I think it literally just is a ninja. No! Oh, it's because he's riding a dog. It's because I don't remember anything else. I just remember a dog or something. Yes, it is a dude and he's riding a dog. Like in an open field with flower petals.
Was the Sega thing was last year's Game Awards, right? It was that last year's? I think so.
Yeah, it was last year. Yes, it was.
I do think we see one of them. I don't think we see more than one. I don't think we see not one.
Mhm.
I do think we see one for sure.
Holy crap. I'm seeing this. Dude, this looks amazing.
What, Shinobi?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It looks awesome.
And it's probably a Metroidvania too.
I know.
Like,
That's why I'm
like, oh god, bro, Metroidvania, dude. Man, I will say, man, if you love Metroidvanias, I know like you're probably playing on it, but I think you'll really like Nine Souls. I'm gonna try it. But it's giving me vibes like that, like anime. Like I don't know what it is about Metroidvanias, bro. Their art styles are like top tier. Like I think they're some of the best in the game. Like,
Oh yeah.
in terms of like genres, like God, their art styles are so unique and pretty. And
I mean, it's a top.
God, I'm looking at Shinobi, and Jesus Christ, like some of these animations and God, like oh my lord.
Yeah. But Virtua Fighter 6 ain't happening because they just said that's now in development, so it's definitely going to be a little ways away.
I just can't believe how many games that they truly have.
Sega's
Like,
cooking. Can you imagine if all
like,
these games are
dude.
hits? Do you know how many big franchises they're going to have on their hands?
dude,
Think about
you know
that.
what's
That's
funny is
crazy.
that this is the one thing we said is that they have their big three pillar. Now they just need to work on their other franchises.
That's literally
I
what
can
it is.
name 7 or 8 other franchises that are coming back and just having a game.
Yeah.
Like that's insane to think about, especially
what's-
ones you would never expect to return.
Well, what's
like,
crazy,
at all.
so Sega's big 3 used to be Sonic, Virtua Fighter, and Crazy Taxi. Like that was their big 3 when they had consoles. Like when they were in the console games, that was their big 3. Since going third party, their big 3 has been Persona, Yakuza, and Sonic. Now the fact that they're bringing back Virtua Fighter and Crazy Taxi, you understand how many huge franchises they could possibly have in their hands if they are successes.
Yeah.
Like, that's just insane. Like they have mad future. Like they have a mad potential future.
Bro, they have their next 5 years planned out, bro. Maybe even 10 at this rate.
And they're dropping
Like,
Sonic
Jesus.
games like every year, and Yakuza games like every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
And Atlas like
got
releases a game
Persona.
every year. Like, dude, they're crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, they're always gonna have another Monkey Ball. Like, they literally have almost 10 franchises at this point that at least have something confirmed, or they're working on something, and that's insane. That's actually like that. That's not normal. Like, but I love it. Fantastic. Like, keep doing you. It's working. Make good games. That's all we care about.
Facts. All right. Well, let's go to the next company.
Who do you want to talk about?
I want to do a weird
kind
one.
of picked Sticker.
I want to do a weird one. I want to throw it to the left. We're gonna talk about something interesting. Take-Two Interactive.
You already know what I want it to be, but
I
it's
already
not
know
going
what you
to.
want it to be, and I want it to be the same thing.
It's
not gonna happen.
Hmm.
But it's not gonna happen. Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
want it
Bioshock
so
ain't gonna
bad,
happen.
bro.
Bioshock ain't gonna happen because Judas is still not released. When Judas releases, Bioshock happens. That's just a fact. But I'll tell you what will happen. No GTA 6 trailer.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Shocker, fellas.
No GTA 6. No, but what's actually gonna happen? I'm like 100%. Like, this might be the most confident thing of the whole show for me, outside of Black Myth Expansion. We're getting the Borderlands 4 release date, because it was literally just at Gamescom, Jeff Keighley, and they literally just confirmed recently that it's like first half of 2024, and so.
2025.
2025. Yes, sorry. They confirm it's first half of 2025.
When did they confirm that?
Basically,
exactly.
in the whole pitch meeting, or their financial meeting, they said that that it's targeting a physical year 2025 quarter one or two or something like that. It was something like that. But then there's also the fact they said that it's not going to launch close to GTA 6. And they already confirmed GTA 6 is fall 2025.
That's fall.
So it obviously has to be first half of 2025.
Yeah.
And so I think it's just pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. I mean, I just don't think there's anywhere else they would announce it, unless it, like a state of play, I guess, maybe. But Take-Two likes doing these events with like third parties or their own thing when it comes to GTA. So I think it's 100% here.
I'd put the most eyes on it.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree. I mean, I see that being like an early on announcement. I don't see that being the opener, but I see that being like an early on announcement. I will, like within the first 30 minutes of the show, I think is what's gonna happen. But outside of that, Mafia.
How are you feeling for it?
Borderlands.
You know,
I'm hyped.
Yeah, like
I'm hyped.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say.
I never asked you. Like, I feel like we've talked about it, but I always forget. Like you like Borderlands? Like, or are you just okay with it?
No, I like it. I personally think it's the best looter, like ever. I really liked Borderlands 1. I love 2. 2 is the GOAT. And then 3, I think is good, but I didn't like love it. I kind of just liked it. I thought it was okay. So because of that, like I won't say I'm like a huge fan of it or whatnot, or like I like really want another one. But just the thought of another Borderlands does excite me, like because I know its capability. But also from what I've heard, like there was some I guess terminally ill person that got to go play it recently or something, and he said that it was fantastic, but like who knows, that could be like just a bunch of crap, so we don't know.
Well, I mean, everyone's opinion is also different.
Well,
so
no,
it's
like who knows? That might not even be true. Like who knows? Like like I just saw it on social media, so I'm not gonna straight up jump to conclusion, right?
Yeah.
But what I can say is they're 100% taking a different approach to this. I mean, just the first trailer, the art style is completely different. So, I'm excited to see what they do with it, and I'm excited to see it. I just really hope it looks good. Because what I don't want to happen is I could easily see this game being the case in social media where the last one wasn't all that great, and the movie flopped. Oh boy, let's critique this game to the absolute max, and not give it like a fair shot that it deserves. I could see that happening. So I really just hope it shocks people, kind of like throws people for a loop. But the thing is, like Take-Two, they have really good quality control when it comes to their games as well. Like they don't release a whole bunch of crap. They like take their time with products and stuff like that. So I can appreciate that when it comes to Take-Two. In terms of Mafia, I have no idea when we're gonna see this game. Like I think that's more of a summer thing. I think we see it in the summer of next year. I don't think we see it at the Game Awards, but we could. I mean,
I didn't even realize there are 3 games that they, out of 4 I can think of. They're all coming out next year.
Yeah, they all said it's coming out in physical year next year, which is insane. I personally think Mafia is a December game, and then GTA I think is either September or October, and I think Borderlands 4 is for first half of the year. I'm gonna guess like April. That's my guess. But I don't know. They have a lot. They are cooking. They are cooking.
Yeah. If only they had BioShock in there.
Except BioShock.
Imagine if all 4 came out just in different.
Would
like,
that be like
spring, summer?
the perfect year for a publisher? Like, is there any publisher that could ever have as perfect of a year? Like all their major franchises have released.
Well, I mean, but also it depends because like some publishers have more franchises than others, and
yeah, it's true.
So I mean, Sega had a fantastic year. I mean, but they also have like over 20 franchises.
Yeah, bro.
So like
even 2 Point made an appearance. Anyway. But no, I think Take-Two is an interesting one because I can almost guarantee you Borderlands will be there, but they also have so many other options that they could go with if they wanted to.
I'd put your money down on Borderlands.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, that's like one of my most confident things about the show. Black Myth are like 2 of my most confident things. But yeah, all right, let's go on. I guess I'll let you pick a company now.
Yeah, dude. Obviously Nintendo, all right, because they're gonna show the Switch 2 here. Yeah. I would actually, bro.
Oh my.
I would leave and go home if it happened though. It'd be crazy, but they don't roll like that. But man, I guess we can talk about.
Well, you already brought up Nintendo, so let's just talk about Nintendo.
They're not gonna be there, bro.
I could see that. I think they might show a game.
No, they haven't been there for a while. I don't see it. I think Nintendo is just done. Like I think they don't even need it. Like that's my thing. Is just they really don't need the Game Awards anymore. Yeah. Like they just do their own thing, and I completely respect it. God, I wish they would show this. Like they would just announce the Switch 2. Like I think it'd be sick. But who have we not talked about? So you have Sony.
I mean the big 3.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
EA.
No, we did a little bit Hazelight.
Okay, well that's
outside of.
Okay, well, all right. So let's just do EA then.
Yeah.
Let's just do EA.
Okay. Yeah. Do you think there's anything else we see besides Hazelight?
There's no DLC for Dragon Age. They've already confirmed that. Would they be ballsy and
we're
show
not getting-
something Mass Effect? Would they be stupid like that?
No, I think it's no. Jedi's too early.
Yeah, it's way too early. Dude, I don't even know why I'm saying it because it's just false hope. But like, Titanfall 3, dude. Imagine. Oh, imagine. Bro.
Yeah.
Oh
be Dead
no!
Space 2
Actually, oh
remake,
my
but-
God, do I know exactly what they're gonna show? The Battlefield releasing next year.
Oh, there's another one coming out.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep, I know. I think that. Now the question is, would they show that during the Game Awards or would they do like their own thing for that? Battlefield historically has just done their own thing, but I think Battlefield is nowhere near the height of what it used to be. So I don't know if they would keep that same mindset. But I mean, I could see it though. It makes time sense. Like timetable wise, it makes sense.
yeah. Man. Another sports game, bro. Another one.
Dude, if Titanfall 3 though was there, I might like just die on the spot.
Yeah. Well, you get ready to die.
Hey, bro.
Or wait, no. Actually, no.
I'm
I
ready to
meant
die
like
if that's the case.
no. I meant like die like of being really like frustrated because it's not gonna be there. Skate maybe.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Um.
I could see it.
Yeah, bro. What do they got? Like an Iron Man game?
I mean,
or
there will
something?
probably be. Oh, they do have the Black Panther and Iron Man game in development. We haven't heard about
Yeah.
that in a long time, but I don't think those are ready yet. I think that's too soon.
Skate, bro. Skate. Like I still don't. It still sounds like
See, the thing
Skate's
is,
gonna.
like,
That sounds like
you can almost guarantee like
2026.
they're gonna have one of their EA originals game like there. Like they're gonna have some
Yeah.
new IP thing that no one knows about, but it's gonna look sort of interesting and.
Mhm. I would mostly just put money on
Hazelight.
Hazelight.
Yeah.
I just feel like a lot of like the stuff is just kind of it's all over the place. Like it's really hard to tell for a lot of them.
God, dude, EA could be so just awesome.
They could like
They could.
I've realized
Dude,
something. I've
Mirror's
realized
Edge.
how big.
Mirror's Edge could come
Yeah.
back. Plants vs Zombies. Where's that? Like, where's Plants vs Zombies, bro? They have so many things.
I really want to go through the history because I want to understand like and I do want to do this and I think it'd be interesting. I need to know how EA and Ubisoft became so big with so many like I look at EA and I always knew they had a lot, but especially whenever you taught me about EA and like you went through all like the companies, I was like, how did EA like get all these? How? Like there's so many, and especially with like Ubisoft, I'm like, how?
Ubisoft's
Like-
a little more confusing. EA, what happened with EA is when Sega entered the gaming market, they partnered with EA. And that's how EA got their start. So like Madden, that started because Sega wanted their console to be the home of sports games, and so they
Yeah.
went to EA and was like, "Yo, can you guys make a football game?" And then that's how that started. Madden ended up selling so much that EA became so much bigger, and then they started doing all these things, and they just kept on growing and growing because they were like really close with Sega in a way. Until they just went like fully multi-platform in a way. But
That's cool. I thank you for educating me. like
no
that.
problem. Now Ubisoft, they were just goated at one point. They just made a lot of great IPs, and now they just don't know how to do it. I mean, as simple as that.
But how the mighty have fallen.
But in the case of history, of the case like how Ubisoft and EA used to be so good and how they're so big, but in the whole trend of hating on microtransactions because they would shove it into everything.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it kick-started it all, and they've never really been able to recover from that. Because now the whole industry has gone to live service route, and
they need to stop.
right. So,
Jay Wood was right. Stop chasing a trend. I'm sad X Defiant shut down because I think that game had potential. But
I really liked X Defiant.
Like, I liked it. I don't think it was anything special. I never thought it was the Call of Duty killer, but I mean, it was good for what it was, and I think it had a lot of potential and it had charm to it. But I just
Marvel Rivals finna be the biggest game in the world.
Bro, okay. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was not excited for Marvel Rivals at all. Like, I literally could care less. I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually pretty excited. I think I actually want to try it. Like, I'm hearing a lot of people talk about some of the stuff, and it's not fully gotten to me, like, all the way. Like, I'm not super excited, but I like a lot of the things that they're doing. Like, I'm hearing, like, it doesn't sound very bad in terms of, like, pricing and stuff, and, like, plus you get some cool things. The battle pass, I actually heard today, if you purchase it, it stays forever. Like, you can just get it whenever you want, which I think is fantastic. I think that's really cool. Like, it also just sounds really nice. But also, I'm gonna be completely honest, when my boy got announced, I was like, you know what, I may have to pick this up, I may have to try it out. I mean, they announced the Go Moon Knight.
So what you're telling me is I have to add you to the group chat now.
Oh, there's a group chat?
Bro, we talk about it every week. Me, Isaiah, Christian, Peter, Michael, Natoli. Bro, we've been locked in on this game for months, bro.
See, I guess I'm gonna have to get in there. I'm sorry, man. I was never sold. I think my live service, like, I think the main thing for you guys is, even if it wasn't live service, it's Marvel, and you guys are like Marvel lovers more than me by, like, a lot. So I feel like even if it wasn't live service, you guys are pretty pretty hooked,
I just think it looks good. It's as simple as that. I think it looks so fun.
I respect it. I think it looks good. I think at the start I was a little worried, but I think it looks
generally
good.
Though, Friday, I can almost guarantee you, Friday that will be the biggest game in the world. Like, it'll have, like, the highest player count. I can almost guarantee it.
Really?
Oh yeah. There's so much talk about it. There's so much talk. Even the private beta they had a while back. It was like 50,000, right? It was like one of but even then it was a private beta. That's the thing. It was a private beta, and it was that big, and it was at the top of the Twitch viewer charts. In private beta. And it's a free-to-play game. So it's like the game's going to be huge. They've announced so many characters since then. Dude, they announced so many. Dude, their character output is insane right now. There's already more characters that are, like, leaking for post-launch. I think they said they're releasing a character every month. That's insane output. Like, I guarantee you Marvel Rivals will be the next big live service game. Like, it just will be. Like, that'll be a game like Paladins that just kind of never goes away. It's always there. It's going to have its community.
Let's just hope it stays and it does pretty well. But I'm a Moon Knight main. Who are you playing, actually? Or are you just gonna play, like,
I'm gonna play all of them. Really? I'm gonna play all of them, but obviously I'll find my mains. But I'm gonna try them all.
Yeah. Dude,
right now, low-key, I like the little shark dude. I think his name is Jeff. Jeff the shark. I'm serious, bro. He looks so fun.
I think mostly if I'm gonna play, I'm probably gonna play, like, my two favorites, like Spider-Man and like Moon Knight.
I mean, I do want to play Moon Knight
bro.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You're gonna be playing Squirrel Girl. Everyone is talking.
Oh
about
my gosh, dude.
Everyone. Is she like a comics character that's never gotten anything?
Yeah, she is. Yes.
No.
Well, dude, that's what's so great about this game is they're not just doing the quintessential, let's use who's popular. They're like this is a Marvel Comics game. This is not a Marvel Disney game. Like, this is a Marvel Comics game. Like there isn't
Yeah.
so many characters that you would never think would ever be in a video game ever, and they're just here. Like Moon Knight, I get he had a TV show, but like I'm so glad that he's here because outside of this game, he ain't getting shoved into anything else. So it's like, I mean, they didn't even put him in Midnight Suns, and he's literally in that team in the comics.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
Crazy.
I know, right? So
It's crazy. It's crazy how a character better than Batman gets less recognition.
facts. That's the biggest fact I've ever heard in my life.
I'm gonna get murdered. I'm gonna get murdered
and,
for that.
and I'll get
statement.
murdered with you, bro. Like
But I stand on it. I'm sorry, bro.
Batman's.
I haven't watched. I don't care. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna state this. I have not watched. I don't think I've ever watched a Batman. No, I have. I've watched one Batman movie.
Yeah, it's probably
bad. What do you mean?
Batman movies.
Oh,
Look, I'm the world's biggest Batman hater.
Oh,
I'm the world's-
you're about to go. Oh,
I've said it
Wait,
multiple
what are you
times, and
trying to
I'll say it again. Batman is the worst superhero in existence. I'm gonna say it right now.
okay. That's cap.
No, I don't
can't be
care.
the
He
worst.
is so mid.
He can't
bro.
be. He can't be the worst. Come
I
on
hate
now.
him, dude. I hate him. I'll choose Squirrel Girl every day.
Yes,
bro, I'll
you may personally hate him, but like,
I don't
even
care, bro.
Realistically, he's.
I think
You're
he's the
just
most-
hating, bro.
I am. I think he's the most overrated lame hero ever.
Okay, listen. Bias aside, he ain't the worst. There's got
The best part about Batman is everything outside of Batman. All right, so like his villains,
Oh, fellas,
his
I
city-
took us down this road.
his sidekicks slide miles over Batman, bro. All right, I'm gonna just say it. Everything around Batman is better than Batman. Now,
Even Alfred.
here's what I will say. I refuse to hate on the Arkham games because the Arkham games are spectacular. But outside of that, Batman's
wasn't Batman. But only if it
yeah,
wasn't Batman.
if only it was Batman, it would be my favorite game of all time. Like, let me tell you.
Bro, man, Alfred.
Alfred's better than Batman. I would take an Alfred game.
So how do you feel about The Dark Knight Rises?
The movie?
Because everyone loves it, and you're saying Batman. Much more
I
interesting.
like the
as a
first
character
episode
as
of
well.
Moon Knight better than any movie or TV show I've ever seen about Batman.
Dude, I kind of want to rewatch Moon Knight now.
It's peak.
You made me want to rewatch it. I love that show, bro. I don't care about the ending. Like, yes, it could have been better, but everything else, 1 to 5, peak. I think it's peak. Like, I think you can't rate it lower than an 8. Like, I don't think you can rate it lower than an 8. I really don't.
I agree. But yeah, anyway,
yeah.
Marvel Rivals, we're so ready.
Yeah.
We have a full squad ready to go. I mean, even Jordan's in on this thing, man.
Jesus Christ.
We all of us have been
Get a
so hyped for
5v5
it.
going.
You're like literally the only one who was like not hyped for it.
I think I'm in now. Dude, if you would have told me alone that like you had that many people squatted up, I would have just done it just to try it. Like, I just need to try it, like just play more stuff. But also like I also just want to as well now, just because like yeah, there's a big squad, and I did enjoy Overwatch 2 for a time, but then you all like hated it, and I was kind of sad because because I just wanted to experience it. Like I understand it wasn't what you guys wanted, but like part of me still wanted to keep kind of trying it a bit more because I was having fun. But if I would have played Overwatch 1, then maybe I would have understood a lot more and been like, yeah, I don't want.
I'll be honest with you. I think Marvel Rivals has a very good shot at becoming one of my favorite games ever. And I'm being real. Like,
we'll see. We'll see.
I haven't been
we'll see.
like this excited for a live service game ever. Like I'm just so like everything I see I think is like correct. Like it's so it's so pro consumer and it looks so fun. Like yeah.
I think I just can't tell what a good live service is. I think I'm just blind maybe. Because I think it looks cool and I like a lot of its ideas, but it doesn't. I guess it just doesn't jump out to me as potentially one of the best. I guess, but I guess it's just me. Like, but it could end up not being a huge success, or
It could be my
be a
game,
success at the
game of
beginning.
the year, low key. It really could
Like,
be.
yeah,
It really could be.
yeah. Which, bro, it changes every second. Planet Coaster 2, who were you? Marvel Rivals stepped in.
Okay, now that's
move
game of
aside.
the generation. First of all, right,
Oh no! Don't even. Oh, after you just okay, buddy. How much you been playing it?
not much. I played it like
bro. All right.
I played it for like the first week, and I haven't really touched it since. So,
Mhm.
um,
It's all right, bro. I haven't touched Infinite Wealth since a while.
yeah.
I'd play it sometimes, but not very long. But I do. I kind of want to replay it again at some point. But there's a lot of games I want to play, so it's just hard.
Yeah.
Like a lot of games.
All
I
right,
actually
let's get
wanna
back
through.
to the actual
Yeah.
topic of the show here.
Sorry.
All right, there's one company we haven't talked about yet outside the big three that I can't believe we've saved this long. Capcom. My goat, Capcom. Resident Evil 9,
Arena.
obviously going to be there. But I do think Pragmata has a shot. I do think.
I
And if
I
not
think it's
that,
more gonna
I think they're
be-
just going to show another Monster Hunter trailer because they love showing Monster Hunter trailers.
I really hope they don't, because they don't need to show it anymore.
I know.
They
I
don't.
agree.
It's already phenomenal. There's nothing else to show, dude. Like
There's
at
nothing
this point, you're
stopping
just
the inevitable.
at this point, to be honest, like I think you're just spoiling the game.
Yeah. Yeah, the 100-hour long game, yeah.
Dude, I think legit, I may be in there 100 hours.
Well,
I think it's
if you're not, you're
it's a
going to
good
get
shot.
nowhere. So I mean that's just Monster Hunter for you.
I want to believe you, but I just think Pragmata is going to be I think they're going to keep it the same. It's either they're going to have their own little Capcom thing that they've had before, which I realistically think that's what they're going to do.
Here's what's going to
To
happen.
be honest,
Here's what's going to happen. And as much as I hate saying this, it's possible. Capcom's going to have one big thing. And it's almost 100% Resident Evil 9. But if it's not Resident Evil 9, I still think they're having at least one big thing here. And so the question is, what is it? Is it Pragmata? Is it a Devil May Cry
Pragmata.
6? Like, oh,
oh dude,
Dude.
oh my god, the world would explode.
let me tell you.
I
I'd
5
be
new
so
pairs of
hyped.
pants.
20.
JC Penney's. I'm coming down. Don't judge me, bro.
JC Penny.
Yeah, they sell clothes.
Okay.
It's a store that sold clothes in the mall that I could think of off the rip, bro.
Okay, so this is the first one that popped up in your head. Let's see.
Yes.
I was wondering, like, why
Over-
specifically you said JC Penny? I'm like, what?
because like it's just one my mom also used to shop at a lot, and then like I don't know, like it's a popular store too. Like I don't know, bro.
Yeah, but
Mr. Fashion Freak out here wanted me to say something crazy. Like,
yeah, bro, Gucci, no, Prada, Dior.
oh
no,
heck no.
But anyway, here's what I think could happen. I could see Capcom being here multiple times, not in terms of big announcements. I think they're gonna have one big announcement. I think Dragon's Dogma 2 DLC is possible.
I was
think-
actually gonna suggest that maybe.
Yeah, I think Street Fighter 6 something, like a new character or something could be here. They had one last year. They showed like a whole bunch of characters or something. And then I think like maybe they'll show like an ad for like a Exoprimal crossover or some crap like that. I don't know.
Dead Rising 2.
Oh yeah,
remake.
yeah, Dead Rising maybe. I mean, who knows?
I don't think so.
Mega Man.
I will say no, it's too early. It's too early.
It'd be awesome.
Bro, oh man, they have so much cooking, and I
Dino
love
Crash.
how everything.
Can you? Oh, imagine
No,
the uproar.
It's too,
the
it's
uproar.
Too early. It's coming, but it's too early. It is coming. Like
Oh man.
I know how Capcom operates now. I just do. Like
Low key, bro.
ev-
I've had an epiphany. Is that the word?
Mhm.
Epiphany?
Uh,
Like realization. Is that like the same? An epiphany, right?
maybe
that the same? That's right,
I
right?
am not 100% certain.
Basically the fancy way of saying I've
How
had
do
a
you-
realization. I've had an epiphany. Hang on.
How do you even spell that?
Uh, uh, E P I P H, epiphany.
I think it's A,
You might be right.
right? Epiphany.
Had an epiphany.
Oh, bro, hold on. Hold on. Siri's gonna come in clutch.
Siri.
Hey Siri, how do you spell epiphany?
Epiphany. I think it's epiphany with an N.
What did I say?
Epiphany.
Epiphany. Oh, okay. No, it is an E. It's a G. Okay, it's Epiphany.
What does it mean?
Uh,
Oh boy.
no, it just I don't. It just makes me laugh because the first thing I see is the manifestation of Christ to the
What?
uh
Was we were going to be ranking our top 10 franchises of all time.
Yeah.
And I realized after this year, I've realized Resident Evil's a top 5 for me.
that sounds about right.
Top 5. Low key, and I was thinking about this as well. If Resident Evil 9 gets announced, it's my second most anticipated game.
Yeah.
Just behind Yotai. Over Doom, over Metroid, over Control. Like, I don't know. I was just thinking about it on the car ride to Florida and back. I'm like just so excited when I just think of anything Resident Evil related now for some reason. Like
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
what it is. I just
you're gonna get quality. Like,
I mean, that's true too. And I know I'm getting
I
that
think-
collector's edition too, baby. You already know.
I think everyone can be dead honest. I think even the worst mainline Resident Evil game is still considered good.
Yeah. But
Like, is there really a Resident Evil that's considered bad?
I mean-
that's mainline.
5 and 6 can be questionable to some people, but
But
there are a
I
lot of
don't-
like stupid spin-offs. Actually, there are a lot of stupid spin-offs, but like those.
yeah,
don't
but-
really, you know,
I can't really think of mainline that people say are bad.
yeah,
So
no, there's not really any negative like thoughts towards
Yeah.
Resident Evil as a whole. But oh man, I'm just so ready for it. Like, and the fact that they said it's gonna be Leon and Jill as the main protagonists, my two favorite. Like, oh, I'm just so ready.
Yeah.
I'm so ready, dude. Oh,
oh man, a 40-year-old Leon, man, that's gonna be interesting. If that is the case, he's gonna be old. How old is Leon even in like 4?
Probably like mid-20s, I guess. Maybe late 20s. 27,
I would
okay.
assume he's yeah, Resident Evil. Okay, maybe that's a little off.
I love watching Austin Reed because
No,
his
no,
face
oh.
is like he goes from
I just
a lot of different.
I just get a little confused. 27.
Oh,
is what
I was
they're
on the
saying.
money.
And then is he in another has he not been in another Resident Evil, or has he been in
He's in 2, 4,
4?
and then like spin-offs, I think.
Okay, he wasn't in 6 or
I don't think he might have been. I don't know. I haven't played 5 or 6, so I don't know.
I thought he was in another one.
I know he's in spin-offs like Revelations or something like that. Like he's in some of those. But I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I think. No, I think he is in 6.
Is he? Oh wait, yes, because 6 is the collision of all the different storylines. Yes, that is
Yeah.
correct.
And oh, okay, that's not going to be that much different. Okay, in Resident Evil 6, he's 36 years old. Dang, so he took a time leap, bro. That's a whole decade.
Yeah.
27 to 36.
I thought I read somewhere
Golly.
in RE9 he's gonna be like 50.
I think it's like late 40s, I think, is what
Okay.
they're looking at. Bro, this is what he looks like in 6?
Yeah.
Oh man, he's old. Oh, my poor young boy. Like, you still look great, but like,
He was probably like 22
Man.
or 23 in RE2, I'm guessing, because he was really young in that one. He's like a
Yeah.
little
I mean, he still looks sick in 6, but man, he just man, that's crazy. I wonder how, man, that makes me wonder how he's gonna look in the new one if
Dude,
if
can
it
you just
truly is like he's
imagine?
in it.
Welcome to the Game Awards 2024, guys. And let's get started with our first announcement. It's just black screen. You see a gun, and then you see Leon's face. Like, it's over, bro. Ugh. Crowd goes crazy. 10 out of 10 show. All right, anyway. But yeah, Capcom, I mean,
that's
outside
crazy.
of all that, I mean, there is a lot they could show. But I do just think the big thing they're going to show is RE9. I don't think there's anything super... Oh, bro, what is that face?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I gotta play Resident Evil. That's Ada Wong when she's how old? God, she
Oh.
still got it. All right.
He never loses it, bro. It's like a
She
fine
doesn't.
wine, bro. It's like a fine wine. It's like a...
Ada Wong might. Okay, I gotta. You know what? It's fine. It's on the list. I gotta get into games. I just gotta keep going. I gotta get into franchises. I gotta really lock in soon. I got all these games to play.
If you
That just
ever
makes me
play
wanna play it even more.
RE2 and 3, which I assume you
Yeah.
will, you need to play
No,
them back to
I
back.
played-
You need to play them back to back
Yeah.
because
I
they
played a
literally
little
occur
bit
at
of-
the same time. It's just
Yeah.
different characters.
Oh, like 2 and 3 are the same like timeline.
Yes.
Like it's
it's
the same event.
So it's technically three starts. The first half of 3 takes place before RE2, and then the second half of 3 takes place after RE2. So like halfway
Oh.
through RE3, you'll see some of the locations and aftermath of things that happened in 2. And it's like so
Yeah.
cool. It's just crazy, like the way they do it. But yeah, you just play as 2 completely different characters.
Yeah.
So.
No, I definitely need to, because I only played like 45 minutes or so of 2, but I really enjoyed it for what it was. I mean, it's Resident Evil, but that's not enough time to really experience everything. But, you know, raided a gas station, you know,
Yeah.
going through, being like, yo, what's up, dog?
But
then it's just,
anyway-
like, it's crazy.
Is there any companies we have? I mean, Bandai Namco, I don't think they're going to show anything.
Tekken.
I mean, yeah, Tekken. Yeah, maybe Little Nightmares 3 release date, maybe. I don't know. Like,
Ooh, Dragon Ball Fighter Z2 or whatever.
yeah, not
But
after Spark.
I don't know.
Um,
Bandai's weird.
Yeah.
I'd say the only 2 that we really need to talk about are, you know, Xbox and PlayStation.
I did
'Cause
see
I'm sorry, bro.
Maximilian, bro. He said something in his prediction. If it's true, I'm losing my mind. Soul Calibur.
Whoa.
If Soul Calibur came back, oh man. Oh.
Does that even
man.
exist?
I
Like,
don't know.
when was the last Soul Calibur?
2015 maybe.
Really?
It was on the Xbox
Who
One.
who owns that?
that had the Witcher dude in it.
No. I'm saying who owns Soul Calibur?
Bandai.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they've done nothing with it.
Yeah, because Tekken stole the shit.
Yeah, because oh, but man, Tekken,
Tekken is great.
Tekken 8, man. It is.
And then the only other company I could think of is Warner Bros. Maybe Wonder Woman, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Hogwarts
Else.
2.
It's too early. Maybe no.
Bro, I could care less from Warner Bros. At
You know
this
what?
point.
I'm sorry.
They gotta. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm throwing everything for a left turn real quick. I'm going back to Square Enix. Just Cause 5, please, bro, do it. Just Cause 5, I want it so bad, bro.
Let me tell you something.
It ain't happen.
You know, let me tell you something, man.
Sure.
Like, I understand,
Let me know.
but like,
It only has a 2025.
no, it's everyone thinks it's gonna be 2025.
Oh yeah,
though.
you're right.
Because you were asking, you were like, did it get confirmed? And they never confirmed it, but everyone is assuming it's next year because it's next year. I mean, I get it, but
And then I'm gonna say no to Control 2 because FBC Firebreak was just announced, so I think they're gonna just show that again with a release date. But
I'm gonna get out the way, man.
Remedy's a different breed, though.
If Silk Song isn't here, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's dead. It's not, but I don't like. I think it literally needs to. Oh my god, it should be here realistically. Like I think it literally needs to be here, even though the only other time would be an Xbox event. But I think if there's any time you need to bring people back, I think it's now. But I don't know, and I think they need a big indie. And I think that'd be it right there. You know, like, I can't really think of any other indie that would potentially come out soon that's like, or like something that could be announced that could blow up.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I would love for it to be here though.
I would like to see Dying Light: The Beast. I just don't know if it's the right time for that. Chronos: The New Dawn, which is the Bloober Team horror game. Would like to see that, but don't know.
I think that's early.
And then, well, that actually got a 2025 release date, is the thing.
Well, yeah, but I expect that to be more like
Summer.
Later half.
Yeah, because it's going to get an October release date. I mean, it's a horror game. Let's just be honest here. Do you think we see like Phantom Blade, or is that a PlayStation thing?
Who knows, bro? What's the point in showing it now if it's not gonna come out till maybe 2027? Like that's gotta be fake. I hope that's fake, bro.
Ooh, I just thought of a good one. Something that has a 2025 release date. Marvel 1943. What is it called? Rise of Hydra? Yeah, Rise of Hydra.
Yeah, Rise of Hydra, yeah.
I think that could be here, as well as I would really like to see this game get a release date and actually start its rollout. First Berserker Kazan.
Yeah.
I would like to see
I feel like that's gotten a good chunk of trailers, though.
It has, but don't have a release date. And that's what we need.
That's kind of crazy. I feel like it was supposed to come out like this year, but...
Yeah. I would like to see follow-ups to some indie games like 33 Immortals. I wonder where that game is. Herdling. I would like to see that game show up again. Replaced, of course. I would love to see.
Yeah.
There's a lot that I would love to see, but
I think Replace could maybe finally show up here.
Yeah. So
just hope they don't have a Stalker 2 situation, like. But I think with that, I think they're fine because Replace seems like a smaller game.
Yeah.
And less like, which still like I'm still waiting a little bit, but I am excited to still try out Stalker 2. Like I've been watching people play it on PC. I think it's really like fun to watch. Like the atmosphere is on another level.
It is.
Like I cannot believe just from watching. Like the one thing I will give them from what I've just seen, like that I can tell just from watching, I feel like I'm immersed in the game without even playing it.
Yeah.
Because it's just, they make it feel so natural, and just the environment around you these weird supernatural things going on
Yeah.
in like this like apocalyptic world. Like phenomenal job on that like front. Like it's very very good. And I don't know when I'm gonna get into it, but I know it's gonna be soon at some point. I don't know if they've rolled out more fixes yet or
I don't think
anything,
yet.
or
I don't think they have yet.
I haven't heard much, but eventually when they do, I'm gonna definitely get into it. So
Yeah. And then I guess now we just have to talk about PlayStation and Xbox. Which one do you want to start with? I guess.
Control 2, I hope it's there. It's not.
Oh, dude, I'll lose my mind. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I've accepted it. I'm off. I think I'm gonna continuously be off the Alan Wake 2 train and just like Control 2 sounds nice, even though I haven't played the first one. But they're gonna cook.
You already know they're gonna.
I mean, yeah.
Dude, have
But-
you been spoiled yet? By the way, have you seen that whole Control 2 in the the little?
No,
tease?
no.
Okay, good.
No, I don't.
'Cause, dude,
I don't see anything Alan Wake 2.
You're
like,
gonna
at all.
see it, and you're gonna be like, what am I looking at? Like you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
dude, peak. Oh my gosh, I'm so
Yeah.
ready.
We'll definitely. I'll get there. I definitely am excited, but we're probably not gonna see anything. But
Nah, it's gonna be a while. What I could see from Remedy, because apparently these games are further in development than Control 2, is the Max Payne remakes. I can see them not announcing that. But who knows? All right, PlayStation or Xbox? Which one you want to do first?
who's more exciting to talk about?
I mean, Xbox has more possibilities.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
gonna
they're more
say let's
likely.
talk about. You asked me. I'm gonna say PlayStation, so you can say let's talk about your goat. So,
Capcom? No, we already talked about that. Sorry.
no, well, Xbox, of the big three.
Xbox is my favorite. Capcom's my goat.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying is like your favorite.
I see. PlayStation. So here's the thing. I fully do
Ghost of
believe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I was getting way ahead of myself. I had to like take me back for a hot second. I fully do believe Ghost of Yotai is not the only big AAA game next year from PlayStation. Like I'm really confident in that. Do I think there's 2 more? Do I think there's 3 more? I think there's at least 1 more. I just don't know from what studio or who. My guess is it's going to be like maybe Sucker Punches, maybe, or no, not. I'm stupid. Why did I just say that? Sony Bend. Sorry, I was thinking about Ghost of Yotai. Sony Bend or Blue Point next game. They're probably the most likely. Probably Blue Point is what I'd say. Maybe Medium Molecules, but that's not gonna be like a big AAA game. It's just gonna be a really cool game.
Yeah.
I do think they show something here outside of Ghost of Yotai. I think they're obviously gonna show Ghost of Yotai because Jeff also showed gameplay of Ghost of Tsushima when that was announced at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
And obviously the timetable comes out next year. We need it. But I think we do get something else. And the question is, what do we get?
Venom.
I mean,
Insomniac has been at a Jeff Keighley show,
yeah.
and
Could
it's
see it.
talked about, but I wouldn't be 100%. It's a thought, but
I think that's more of a February state of play thing.
bro, I really wish there was a state of play this week. People were talking about it. I was actually really down for it.
Oh yeah,
but they
December
didn't.
3rd. That came and went. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
People
I
gasping.
wonder what that maintenance was for Bloodborne.
Oh, dude, I love it.
Dude,
all about
now they've
persistence,
got
bro. It's all about persistence.
Now they've got everyone on the train that there's a remake or remaster now because it looks different at the end, bro. I don't know. I'm not saying nothing. Like people can get their hopes up, man. Like
I see. I just don't know what they can show. I really don't. Ghost of Yotai and something else. I think they do something. Maybe you know what? Maybe Santa Monica shows their like spin-off that's been rumored or something. Like I just don't know. Or
you think we finally see, like Horizon, like the multiplayer?
we could see that. We could definitely see that. I do think. Ooh, if they really wanted to blow the roof off the building, whatever Naughty Dog's next game is, at least just tease it.
Yeah.
Bring Neil Druckmann out or something on stage. Oh yeah, Kojima. He'll probably be here with Death Stranding 2.
Of course he will. Yeah. I was about to say earlier, I was like, we already know Jeff is gonna like literally give Kojima like 20 minutes of Death Stranding 2. Almost a Dead Rising. But I don't know, man. Death Stranding 2, it's something else, man. I'm still not completely sold on it, but God, I can tell you, like, that game looks really, really good. Like, visually, like, oh my God, like that game is something else, man. Like, I remember it's been a while, but I feel like I feel like since my mind is more clear now, and just even if I'm not that interested in something, I can still see the beauty of like some things. Because I remember back then I was like, bro, it's getting so hype over this. I'm just like, I don't really know how I feel. And then like I kind of remembered it more a little bit recently, and I was like, there was this moon shot or something, or this
the best
big
shot,
or like that you were like glazing like a donut, like a prime donut bank in the morning. And I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? That does look very pretty. Like it does look very good, and I respect it because it visually it does look very nice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I think for the most, like, I feel like
I guess
a lot
that
of
would
the
also
ones
be
we've
considered
said are-
PlayStation, right? Death Stranding 2. I guess that is technically PlayStation.
Yeah.
Second.
Technically,
party.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we could see live. They might show a live service thing. Who knows?
I think that's probably it for. There's like maybe a 3, I'd say. Like,
Yeah.
I think definitely Death Stranding 2 and Ghost of Yotei.
Yeah.
Or is it Yotai?
I mean,
Is it Yotei?
The
I think it's
correct
Yotei now.
pronunciation is Yotai, but no one
is it?
calls it that. So.
Oh, Jeff was the one that said Yotei.
Yes. Yes.
See, Yotei just sounds like you're trying to say some slang.
Everyone calls it Ghost of Yotai.
Yotei.
Everyone calls it Yotai. Jeff called it Yotei, but the correct pronunciation in like the dictionary and everything is Yotai. Yotai.
I don't blame people just because it's extra syllables.
I mean, yeah, it is harder to say. Like I stutter every time I try to say it. Like Loki.
Well,
like,
it also sometimes just sounds stupid because it's like
Yotai.
Yotai, but it's also because we're English, we're American.
We're
It's
English.
Like
we're English.
No, we're not British.
We the English.
We speak English, but we are American. If you said someone was English, you'd probably think they're more like British then.
We Brits. But
no, we are not Brits. We don't have bad teeth.
Well, let's get to Xbox here.
Continue on. Sorry, British people.
We now have to talk about Xbox. Last year, they went stupid.
Blade.
I don't think so. We're getting Blade.
Dude, I would love to. I'm so interested in that game personally. I don't know what it is, man.
I am too. Trust me.
Just
wait a minute. Is that not on my most anticipated?
I don't know. Like,
It is now.
man, like I don't know what it is. I get a good feeling about it. I think it's cool. The concept's cool. I think Blade, like, he's cool. Like, uh, just the swagger, just something about the swagger, like the swagger of a black vampire.
Blade, actually, fun fact. This, I know I'm going to say this. I'm not just saying this to try and, like, sell you more on the game. I was just going to say it in general. But now I'm thinking about it. It is going to sell you more in the game. Blade and Moon Knight are, like, companions a lot in the comics. So, like...
Ooh, surprise guest cameo.
Yeah, right? Oh, my gosh.
That's pretty
Imagine
cool.
Moon Knight
I think
getting-
I've heard about that before. I think
Yeah.
I've heard that they
Well,
like,
that's what I was saying, because, like, Moon Knight is in the Midnight Suns, like, in the comics.
Yeah.
Blade is also in the Midnight
Mhm.
Suns. They just didn't put Moon Knight in Midnight Suns the game for some stupid reason. I don't know.
I can't believe that. I thought they did at some point,
No.
but
No, they put Deadpool there. Stupid. But, yeah.
okay, Xbox. Do you know what?
There's
It's time.
so much.
It's been too dang long. It's been over 8 years. What's Rare cooking?
Oh, my gosh.
No. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, who cares about the game anymore?
No one.
I literally I don't even think I care. Like,
Literally no one
I don't
cares.
know.
No one cares about it.
Was it
So-
actually announced like 8 years ago?
Pretty much, yeah. But let's so let's go through this, because there is
Oh, you know what I really want?
there is a lot.
I'm sorry.
South
I'm
of
really
Midnight.
sorry. My number one, and I think it's just for the fans. I think it should just. I don't know, man. I think Gears. I think something about Gears being there.
Oh my god.
I think I think
I wasn't
something
even gonna
about
mention
Gears.
it because that's like too deep. That's like
Yeah,
that's
but like
oof.
okay, I'm going pipe dream because I don't think it's gonna be there. But like,
It's
I
definitely
think if
pipe.
you want to set the generation for just what's coming, that's it right there. Like that, I could picture it already. Like Gears 6, just show a little bit. It doesn't even have to be a lot.
Gear 6.
Well, like, yeah, Gear. Is it not Gear? Well, Gears 7 called E-Day. All right.
Austin,
Right?
Just stop talking, because
What?
you sounded like an idiot right now. Gear 7.
Okay, it's a prequel. All right. So never mind. It's not actually. How many Gears of Wars games are there? Is 5?
There's 6, but the number's up to 5. There's Gears of War 1, 2, 3, Judgment Day, 4, and 5. Judgment Day is technically a
Okay.
spin-off, but
Well, what
it's
is the
still
problem? I said
a chronological
6
game.
off the first one, but because it's a prequel, is it not?
This is just
the
called
ne-
E-Day. This is not called like 6 or anything.
All right, bro. Whatever. Now that I know that, because we're gonna get all statistical.
Yep.
I didn't know. All right. I thought it was still being considered the next like thing.
I mean, it is the next thing,
E-Day.
but it ain't 6.
I hate that personally. I call it Gears of War Zero. Why?
That would be
That's
kinda
what I
sick.
really
That'd
hate.
be a sick game, actually.
No, I hate when companies do that.
Zero.
I wish we could get rid of that. Yes, I think that is dumb
Resident
when you
Evil Zero.
start with like a, when you do like a 1, 2, 3, and then go to 0. I hate that. I hate it with all my might. I hate it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
But
Yeah,
yes,
continue.
I think E-Day. Oh, dude, if I could picture it, I don't even know barely anything about Gears, and I want it. Like I
Yeah,
want it
dude.
there because I feel like it would be an experience that I don't know. Like I think it would literally ascend me to heaven. I don't know why. Like I get that feeling.
I know. I know what you mean. Honestly, and
You know.
I was thinking about this. I almost like it's so hard. I think we've had this conversation. What is the better play for someone like you who's never played him? Is it to just experience E-Day first? Or is it to play the other ones and then E-Day? Because if you play E-Day first, I mean, it's a prequel. That's literally like an introduction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, if you play the other ones, there's going to be nostalgia. So it's like,
Yeah.
what do you do? Do you just go into the experience completely fresh? Or do you go into it with context? Like,
Yeah.
it's a really tough one because I do think going into it just as the first one is kind of like a cool way of doing it to me, who's someone who's played
Yeah.
it. But at the same time, I know as somebody who has played them, how much it's going to be like just an absolute nostalgia fest.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. It's a tough. That's a tough
that is.
decision.
It depends, because like I said, I do want to play a Gears game. I have so many games on my list that I really do want to play,
Yeah.
but it's difficult but I also have a lot of time, and it's like, am I really like gonna let that temptation, like, I mean, if I've got, maybe till 2026, like,
Right.
am I really gonna wait at that point that long to try the other ones?
But
I think
I
if it
do
was
agree with
closer
you.
down the road, then maybe.
I
but-
do agree with you. Like, out of every Xbox game right now, like, that is the one that speaks the most to every Xbox fan's heart. Like, that is like the Xbox game right there.
Yeah.
Like, we had the conversation, like, what's more anticipated, Fable or Doom? Like, Fable, yeah, right now is probably the most, like, anticipated because that's, like, close by. But, like, Gears of War is, like, Xbox fans' game. Like, that is the Xbox game. And so it's like, I don't think it's gonna be there. I don't think there's any way it's there. Like, I would be shocked, but
That's just my pipe dream, but
yeah, no. I mean,
they could show more Avowed, but I really don't think they need to show more.
no, I think that game's ready to go.
I
I
would have said
I think we get a Doom release date. I think.
I would have said Fable, but I just think they have to have a big game for their own event. Doom is good. I think Doom has a history as well with the Game Awards, so
Yes.
it's like it makes sense.
Like, I see now. Jeff's gonna come on stage, and our next game we're gonna show is from a studio and from a franchise that has been nominated for Game of the Year in the past, and it's gonna cut to Doom. Like, that's just how it's gonna be. Like, I see it already. Now, here's the thing, and I think, again, this works so perfectly. From being an Xbox fan and just watching how they've operated so much in the past, this is exactly what happens. They do a Doom trailer, they show off some gameplay, but it's not like a walkthrough, it's not like a deep dive, it's just like another 2-minute trailer, possibly with like a release window or maybe even a release date. But then that's going to help lead into the January developer direct where they're going to do a deep dive into Doom.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it's going to work out. That's how they did it with Hellblade last year. They showed like another trailer for it, and then it ended up being at the developer direct where we got the official release date, and that's kind of just how it worked. But I think that could work the same way with Doom Dark Ages, because I do think that is the one soonest to come out of all the ones confirmed for next year. South of Midnight and Fable. Or I guess Avowed, but like that got delayed, so that doesn't count. But
yeah,
but I do
I
think
will say
there.
I will say Avowed. I am happy. The game. I know people were worried, not because of like its quality, but because of its release date.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone needs to be worried anymore, because like I think everything moved. I think people were worried about Assassin's Creed Shadows, which isn't the same week anymore. And then I think Kingdom Come Deliverance people were worried about. That actually just moved by a week forward. So, like, I think Avowed now is just on its own, which, like, I never really worried about it, but it's good. But
Yeah. I mean, if I had to guess the games we're going to see from Xbox, I think it's Doom. I think it's South of Midnight. And I think we'll see one more. I think it's gonna. The question is, are they gonna pull Blade and just reveal a whole new game again? because that was crazy. I mean, that was for sure the biggest surprise
Dude,
last year.
yeah.
Do they do like a
I don't know.
Fallout remaster or something? Like, oh,
Is it time to COD? Is it time to COD?
I mean,
Is it time to at least see it? At least see it. Kojima. Is it?
didn't that happen
Is it at
last year
least?
though? That was last year's Game Awards.
It did, but
because Death Stranding wasn't
but-
at last year's.
but it's Kojima
be.
though.
It is Kojima.
It. I don't think it is, but I'd love to see just a sneak peek. Like,
Personally,
just a
I would
little,
love to see like,
you know?
I would completely off topic. I would love like. There's also a lot of like Clockwork. I would love if that game just randomly showed up. Be like,
Yeah.
Yo, remember me? Like,
I am a little sad that, like, I think that is one of my favorites out of like the many franchises like they have going, or just like games that they have announced. But like it doesn't feel like it's anytime soon, which sucks because
yeah,
I
think
feel
it's
like
2026.
it just kind of sucks. Like I really am excited for it, and it just stinks a little bit because I'm just like, man, I hate that we're not hearing anything about it. Like, we're hearing about everything else except that.
Double Fine's next game.
Maybe. Dude, I thought they were supposed to. Oh, okay. Unless they. Oh, that's a good shout. They literally. I think they literally said they're gonna say something this year. I feel like they did.
At the beginning of the year, yeah.
hold on.
At the beginning of the year, they did a tweet of something like, "We'll see you this year" or something like that, or it was along the lines of that.
Well, they've only got one
Question
month
is,
left.
what is it? Is the problem like? Is it a new IP? Is it Psychonauts 3? Like,
No, it's gonna be like a
gonna
smaller
be like a-
game. I
yeah.
think.
yeah.
I don't
agree
even
with
think
you.
they're working on it yet. I'm not certain. Or if they are, it's like very early.
I honestly don't think a Fallout remaster or something is that far of the possibility. I just don't know.
Probably not.
Killer Instinct. Oh my god. Imagine.
I'd say kind of the most likely, like,
Definitely
Probably
Doom and
just-
South of Midnight are the two most likely, I think.
yeah.
Fable, I mean,
I wouldn't-
that would also be another, like,
Yeah. I think Fable.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Fable could be a good shout.
Fable
lead
and
it into
Gears
the
are the
developer direct.
two like the two Xbox games. Like that's what's gonna stop the internet. Is if you show Fable or Gears. Like,
Low key, that could be the second best play. Do like a Fable into a developer direct.
yeah. Except I genuinely do believe Fable is gonna be the post June showcase direct. Like I really do, because it's a big RPG. Like you need to do that, but I don't know. There's a lot that they could do. I really hope they don't spend time on Avowed. Not because I don't want them to shed light on it. We've gotten so much.
It's got like an hour worth of content.
Yeah, literally. I just don't think we need to see it again. If it shows up at the developer direct, great, cool. I don't think it should even be there personally, but it already was in a developer direct. I just don't know what else they could. I mean, generally, it's so weird because before last year, you were thinking, okay, they're gonna show Hellblade and they're gonna show, like, I don't know, some other game. Never in a million years would we think they would just hop in and reveal a massive game like Blade. Like, so
Bro.
it's like, who knows what they could do again. Like,
Just the fact that we're talking about this is just slightly annoying me, just because it just makes me rethink of games that I really just am super excited for, that I want to play. Like, oh my god, I'm blanking so hard.
Wolfenstein?
I can't say that statement. No.
Dishonored?
No. Oh my lord. I'm fake. I'm really fake for saying that. The zombie one.
The zombie one.
Undead Labs.
Oh, State of Decay.
Yeah, State of Decay. I'm thinking of every zombie game in existence except State of Decay.
Oh, you know? No, it's not gonna be. No.
No.
Yeah. No.
But it's made me thinking about it. Man, I hope these next upcoming big Xbox games they really hit. Man.
I mean, we know Doom's
Like-
gonna hit unless they somehow. I don't know. how
There's
they
no
can-
way. There's absolutely
dude.
no way. I will literally bet my first family lineage that it's not gonna be like, if that game does not score above an 85,
Yeah.
there's something wrong. Like
Yeah.
there's literally something
I agree.
wrong.
I think Avowed. I think is gonna be like low 80s. That's my guess. I think Avowed will be low
Yeah,
80s. I think Doom
that's
is
the
high
average
80s.
Obsidian range.
Yeah, I think Doom is high 80s. South of Midnight, I think, could be like in the middle of 80s. I could see it doing
Yeah.
like an Hi-Fi Rush, like surprise, like
Yeah.
critical hit.
Or
and then,
I think it's gonna be between. I think it could be kind of okay as well.
I mean,
Like, it could
genuinely,
be a
if
75.
if,
to
if there's
80.
if there's any
5.
Xbox game that gets a 90 plus, it's Gears or Fable. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, even Doom could do it.
I mean,
Low key. I mean,
Yeah,
Doom could do it.
Doom could hit a 90 because
Yeah.
Doom's always had high
Yeah,
scores.
but
So
I just,
mean, if they just keep improving, it's
now
like,
I do think Fable is their best shot next year for a Game of the Year contender. I think, like in terms of the actual show, not like argument. Like obviously Doom's gonna be a contender for me, but like, you know,
yeah.
I don't know. It'll just depend, but.
Oh yeah, bro. Doom Eternal had an 88.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good shot again at 90.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It really
I-
just depends. Curious if they'll do any like Game Pass kind of announcements or whatnot, or any kind of like hardware maybe. I don't know, but
I don't know.
Wolverine could show
Maybe,
up.
maybe.
Sorry, I know it's completely unrelated to Xbox, but like Wolverine
Yeah.
could.
Oh yeah, that is. Dude, Maximilian, dude, once again put it, and I'm quite shocked about that because I get it. It's Insomniac. I don't know why. That game like it's just so dead. It feels like
Yeah. It's just because
I don't know, like-
situation really just
well, yeah,
it really killed it.
like no one really talks about it at all.
Yeah.
And I know like that's not necessarily like a bad thing. It just I don't know. It just always leaves that.
People ask for
Um,
Spider-Man 2 DLC more than like they talk about Wolverine. Like literally.
That's insane.
I know.
But I think it's just that whole leak did screw everything up because then you saw like potentially a Venom spinoff. and
Well,
then you
yeah,
had
the league also revealed that
um,
like Wolverine was planned for 2026 all along, and so everyone was like, "Oh, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like we thought it was next year. We thought it was this year," and it ended up
Yeah.
obviously not being the case. So
I will say I will say I am starting to agree with a lot of people. I think Insomniac's idea of their live service Spider-Verse game would have been awesome. But
oh yeah, it would have been epic.
I think it's good that they did shut it down though, because it sounds like what Naughty Dog had to do. It's like you either focus on the live service game, or you wait like several years for the like thing that most people would want. So like, yeah. Because I've been seeing stuff like that because people are like, why is it taking so long for Sony? I'm like, bro, if they just didn't do all this live service, I think we would have gotten Naughty Dog's game like way sooner.
Oh yeah, for
Because
sure.
like if you have their whole development team on it, then yeah, I think you would have had their next game by now. But like
Mhm.
when you have multiple games in production, like what do they have? 3, I think.
Now they have
Is what
two.
they said.
Now they have two.
Yes,
I think.
but they did have 3.
One of them's like a sci-fi game, and one of them's we don't know yet.
Mhm.
We're assuming it's Last of Us, but who knows?
I will say I hope these new PlayStation IPs hit. I'm very interested.
I know.
Like
Plot
I
twist.
really don't think you need. I really don't think you need to make a lot of new IPs.
Plot
but
twist. The show
go off,
closer.
man.
The show closer. Mario comes out in a hat with Luigi, and they both have cappies. Mario Odyssey 2. Boom.
No.
Do it.
No.
Do
Nintendo's
it.
not gonna be there.
Mario needs to rule
I
the
would-
world. Okay. Mario already does, kind of, in a way.
He does, bro. Like
He's that
he's
guy.
got his own universal land, bro.
Bro.
It's cooked.
So does Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. Yo, that'd be a fire game. How to Train Your Dragon game? That'd be kind of fire. You think about that?
Maybe.
Expedition
Okay.
33.
So what do we? Wait, I ain't gonna be there, but I'm so excited. Let's not go into that because I'm gonna glaze it for a minute. Okay, legitimately, what do you think's gonna be the opener and the closer? Do you think RE9's an opener?
I think
Do you
RE9's the opener. I just don't see it as the closer.
I can agree with you on that statement, and the reason why I say that is because Monster Hunter Wilds closed, and I think instead of making Capcom the closer, I think they'd make them the opener.
I also just think
I really
there's
hope-
been too many leaks and too many rumors of RE9 for it to close.
I really hope it is there because we're really confident in this.
We're gonna look
But
like idiots.
It literally, I have
know.
not. That game has
like the whole
had
story's leaked pretty much.
so
I mean,
many leaks this year.
yeah, I know. No, I
Literally.
think for sure.
If it's not,
or
it's
I could
okay.
see them
We'll
honestly.
cry.
As much as I would probably be like jumping out of my seat for it, I think it'd be really lame to have Black Myth expansion be the opener. But I can see it. I could totally see it.
Maybe.
But it's obviously not the most exciting opening thing.
Yeah. No. Now, what's the ender?
If Naughty Dog does show up, that's the closer, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they are going to show up, but if they do, that's it.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, we got to think realistically. It's either Silk Song or it's
Jeff would do that. Oh
from
my
s-
gosh. If Jeff got Hollow Knight, you know for a fact he's closing with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Or it's from Sauce next game.
Oh, that's I actually. Was it Max's video? Yeah, they were talking about that in Max's video.
Sekiro 2.
That would be something.
No.
That would be something.
Do you actually think they're gonna work on a sequel to that? Because I know Miyazaki. Everyone's
for
talking
sure.
about everyone's talking about his interview.
Yeah.
On how like
He
they're
has they have
open to
multiple
working
projects.
on Elden Ring. Multiple.
I know
think
one of them's Armored
what do you-
Core. One of them's Armored Core,
Yeah.
and then one of them's obviously a Souls game. And then the other one could be another Soul. I don't know. Like,
Do you think Sekiro 2 is like
I think it's
genuinely on the
possible.
table?
I think it's possible. I just don't know if that's the next one or if it's like not even
Like-
in development. Like, I just don't
like
like.
the-
I think
next
they
Dark
want to do one.
Souls,
I
like-
think there's a lot of demand for it. I just don't know if it'll happen anytime soon or not. It could very well be, and it would make sense, but it could very well not be, and that would make sense. So I don't know. That's kind of a wild
I
card.
don't know, man.
I
You
could
think they're
see
just
it,
gonna
though.
pull a? You think they're just gonna pull like a Dark Souls 4?
Dude, honestly, I could see it. I really could.
Hmm.
I really could. I just don't know. There's a lot of possibilities.
I
that they
think-
could do.
I
Or they
think
could just
that
do
makes
another new
sense.
IP for all I know. Like they could just
I actually think that'd make a lot of sense. Like go back to the
Dark Souls.
because Elden Ring's considered like more of its own thing.
Yeah. No, I do think the openers were Resident Evil 9. That's my okay. I have two. Plan A, Resident Evil 9 opens. Plan B, Black Myth expansion opens. That's my those are my two guesses. For closers, he would shove Kojima at the closer, wouldn't he? No. I'm gonna say.
No, I got the real answer.
Metal Gear could close.
What game would he tease for an ad? What game would he tease some? Because think about it, the last two. What was the last game shown in 2022?
Final Fantasy 16.
Was it actually?
It wasn't like the announcement, but it was like a gameplay trailer kind of.
Okay.
It was
Think about it.
the story trailer.
Didn't he tease like a mobile game? He does it every time. He teases something like a mobile game, and then he says, "Well, that's all for that." And at the very end, he shows something else.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
What would he tease for an ad? that's stupid. I just think it's funny because it's been a trend recently. I have no idea, bro. All I know is I hope
Knight
RE9's
Mobile.
there. If RE9 is there, like I think that's my favorite announcement in terms of any Game Awards. Like,
oof, that's a wow.
I think so.
That's a statement.
What do you think is better?
I mean, in terms of like a singular announcement, I mean, there's a lot. I mean,
yeah, but okay. I'm only gonna count the last 3 years for me, I guess. Just because I've been incredibly locked in. I feel like the last 3 years, whereas the others I kind of was whatever. But that's just me personally. Like,
I mean, I don't know. That's really hard to judge in my head because, like,
yeah,
I would say, like, right now, yes, it would be my favorite, like, Game Awards announcement ever. But that's just because I'm, like, really expecting it and, like, I really want it.
yeah.
But, like, because, like, right now, my mind is going to Alan Wake 2. But, like, when that was announced, that wasn't, like, I didn't know it would be my third favorite game of all time. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah.
And then same thing with Blade, but like that was a more thing of it was just completely unexpected, and like so I really liked that. But I think in terms of like actual like anticipation for a game, yeah, I guess it'd be RE9 because I literally just said it'd be my second most anticipated game as soon as it gets announced.
I'm just gonna say right now, the more I think about it, I do think there's a world RE9 doesn't show up.
Yeah,
and I really hope we're not glazing this. But I do. You know what?
What do you think it's called?
I
think it's called RE9 Apocalypse or something like that.
I thought they just call it Resident Evil 9. I do like Apocalypse. I think that sounds really cool.
Well, they're gonna have a word that fits the Roman numeral number in it. You already know they are going like Village had the 3 eyes.
Well, yeah, but like those are also. But my whole thing is those are different games. Those are the first person ones. Yeah. So would they go back to the third? Because every third person one is just.
I'm not gonna lie. That would, even though I'd still be so hyped for it, that would be such a buzzkill if you play as Leon in first person. Like, that would be like,
no.
What are we doing? Like, come on.
I think that's like. I think that's suicide.
I agree. Like that. Imagine Leon shows up, boom, first person. What?
Capcom's smart though. Yeah. There's no way. Like legitimately, like I would still play it, but my hype level would go down a lot.
I agree.
Cuz it's like, are you really playing as Leon if you don't see what he's doing?
Yeah.
Like,
are you really Indiana Jones if you don't see him?
I think so.
I know. It's a joke. Actually though, me and my dad are gonna.
I forgot that game was releasing. I legit forgot that game was releasing.
Yeah. Me and my dad are actually gonna be playing it this weekend together.
I'm pretty excited for it. Man, there's a lot of stuff I gotta play, man. Yeah, bro, might have to pick up Infinity Nikki, bro. Its scores are crazy. It's the best platformer of the year, apparently. No.
I don't know. There's a lot that could happen. I do expect a lot of new announcements too of things that we just didn't even know about, like Subnautica 2, like stuff like that. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, I definitely
Arc
do
2.
think yes.
Arc 2.
Yeah. That could be a
show
good
up.
one. I definitely do think like anyone that's watching, like this is like over exaggerated. Like a lot of this like probably couldn't show
Oh
up,
yeah,
but we like to go far and beyond just because it's like dream stuff. But I think also it's the 10-year anniversary. I think it has to be very good. Like I think if this year is not very good, especially for an anniversary, it's just gonna look really bad. And yes, we already have a lot that's like already been announced, but I think we can go even further. I still think there's so much
oh
like
yeah.
that can happen, like because we still have big companies that my only fear now I think about with RE9 is I'm starting to wonder if they are going to show it here because they sounded confident. And I think recently one of their directors or something said that they have another big game like Monster Hunter, which is Resident Evil 9. There's no other
Yeah.
thing about it. Like, there's no other question. That, I mean, they could still announce it, but maybe not give a date or a time frame because they said they may not have to release it
Until
in
2026.
2025
Yeah.
if Monster Hunter does very well.
Yeah.
Which, like,
Can you
I
imagine
think
the absolute troll?
that's a
Because
guarantee.
if I'm Capcom, I would be so smart in this. Everyone's expecting Resident Evil 9. Golly, I could not speak. Everyone's expecting Resident Evil 9. So imagine you open the show, first trailer, the Capcom logo shows up. Everyone knows, oh, it's finally time. Here we go. Resident Evil 9, Dante shows up. Imagine the absolute plot twist of the century, like, and everyone would still lose their mind, even if that was the case. Like, oh, it'd be such a plot twist. And then Resident Evil 9 closes. Imagine. Anyway, no, in your dream.
Now you got me thinking, man. I had a quick question in my mind. I was like, would I be more excited for RE9 or Devil May Cry 6? And I think I had my answer off the bat. I think Devil
I
May
know
Cry
my
6 is. I mean, hack and slash. It looks like fun. Like, oh my god, I still believe that is like one of the best games ahead of its time. Like that is not a 2018 game. That is not. You
2019.
cannot convince me. It's 20. Yeah, I always think it's 2018. That is not a 2019 game. No, you can't convince me. I don't care what release date that says. That is not a 2019 game. You could convince me that game came out today.
Oh yeah.
That game is 5 years ahead of its time. It is crazy.
Yeah.
I just hope we get another one, but I gotta play through more. Oh man, just there's so much I want to play and so much I want to do. I've been on a big hiatus, so
Yeah.
because your boy wants to play everything, including Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, well, now that we're done predicting, we can go back to our whole like tradition and like catching up in a way.
Mhm.
But oh yes. So like I was saying, this is way back in the podcast. I was planning on
Yep.
like uploading videos or whatnot during so I could schedule them to release like while I was on vacation, but I didn't do that. I decided to just chill because ultimately what I found out is like I was wanting to do so much because I just started like streaming and stuff. I was wanting to do so much, but I knew that this vacation was coming up. And so I didn't want to like start anything because I would have to put everything on pause for like a full week. Right. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to just wait. And then when I get back home, I'm just going to like lock in on everything. Like, and so I basically just didn't do anything for like the whole week before going on vacation. I didn't play any games. I didn't play nothing. And then obviously I bought all these games on Black Friday and stuff. But on the car ride home from Florida, I was listening to Lil Baby. And just like a switch like flicked on in my head. And literally in that moment, honestly, it's gonna sound tough. I think you were the only person I didn't text.
That is what it is. You never want to text me though. You don't like me.
Um,
So
well, I think the reason I didn't is because I kept seeing all your
no,
tweets about
because I
saying
hate you.
FPCs and whatnot. And
I still stand by. I hate PCs. I literally, if you know anything about a PC, and if you're one of those people that goes online and tells people to get a PC and it's not that expensive, I hate you, and I really hope you go outside and you get some help because you're a liar and you're fake, and I hate you. And that's coming from a guy who knows about being fake. Like,
but
I know how it is.
basically, like, as soon as that like switch flicked, I like texted Christian, Ben, and Isaiah. I think those are the only three I texted, honestly. I was literally just like, I literally just sent them, bro. And this is in all caps, by the way. Bro, we need to lock in. Like, we need to take over. Like, I was just in such a mindset when that switch flicked, listening to Lil Baby. I was like, I need to go so hard. Like, I'm gonna define what locking in means, bro. Like, I'm just gonna absolutely go crazy. Like, my mindset is like, if you want to underestimate me, I'm gonna embarrass you type stuff. Like, I'm ready to just go crazy. And so, like, ever since getting home, I've just been like straight locked in. I'm like halfway through FF7 now. And so I'm looking forward to finishing that. And then
Let's just hope he's not locked in and sleeping on that couch.
I did do that yesterday.
Uh-oh.
But nah, it's just,
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. You texting me would have done nothing. Like, bro, I'm gonna be real. I'm almost locked in too. To be honest with you, like, I think I'm locked in on my music realm. Dude, I can't escape it. I literally like.
That's good though.
Dude, it is actually crazy. Like, I think I'm low key about like next year. I literally think the start of next year is just all I need because I need time to go down to Georgia if I'm going to get this PC upgraded. I have a guy who's probably, I'm going to ask if he can like put the parts and all that and help me out with that. I think all I need is just that. I need a little, like a week to just have to myself to mentally kind of like just do my own stuff, get that, come back, and then just start of the year, just fresh. Like, I just really think that's kind of what I need personally. Because it just feels like everything right now I'm trying, like, whether I pay a lot of money, it's just not working. Like, something is just malfunctioning on me, and I'm just like, okay, I see how it is.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah, that was pretty much the main reason I didn't text you, because I kept seeing all your tweets about like FPC. So I was like, if I text you that, you would then just start going off about how you can't get your PC to work. I was like, you know what? That probably is not gonna help anyone. So
yeah,
it's just like, you know what?
But it's just me being honest. Like, I literally can't. Like, this Elgato does not work for me, bro. When 97% of your CPU gets taken up by just it being up, like not even running or recording, like, what can I do? It's like, well, all right. I don't know. So, but it's okay. Your boy's probably gonna get a top of the line i9 processor with a 40 something. Probably, maybe if I'm feeling ballsy, we'll go with a 4090. Who cares about money? You know, money doesn't matter in our economy. Who knows? I gotta talk to my guy and see what he thinks, and I'm going broke.
Feel better. That's what I got. It works perfectly. So.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to ever go wrong. I personally thought about just buying a new PC, but
yeah, bro, buy my No, I'm not gonna tell you that because
buy your what?
That's a lot of money. I'm not even gonna tell you that.
What?
I was gonna
buy your
tell
computer?
You, yeah, I was just like, just go to Best Buy and buy.
How much even was it? I need the exact price.
It was 3K plus.
I mean, that's about what I expected.
So, but hey,
See,
if
but
you want to
I'd
solve
want
all
my,
your
I'd
problems,
I'd want mine to look different though.
well, you can get a black version.
Yeah, I know. I just, God, I can't do it. I hate white. I hate it. I just don't. I
See, I
don't
love
like.
it.
I don't like it. This PS5 Pro down here, if it wasn't white, I would maybe like it a little more. I need those plates to come out. Cause God, I can't stand looking at this thing.
Oh yeah.
If it just,
How do you feel about the PS5 Pro?
bro, I'm not gonna be able to tell until like the next 3 months.
What?
I will say, I do notice a difference on frame rate. Uh, some games do offer like the higher ones, like the ones that offer now, like Stellar Blade is the first one I did, of course, especially because of the DLC. Uh, I'll be honest, I can't go back to the original FPS mode. Uh, that doesn't even feel like 60 anymore. Like, even though it is, I like the difference. It feels very like big there. So like I'm kind of like stuck on that. So that was a good feeling. Like I'm glad to know like that felt more enjoyable. Um, I haven't done enough personally. Like I still need to keep like trying it. But I can come back to you with a better answer once I've
For the
played,
most part,
more.
I haven't like noticed anything major from my playing until I completely understand what everyone's been talking about. Until I played
What?
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Oh yeah, I've
Holy
heard
crap.
is like, well yeah, you could just
Dude,
look at their presentation.
I
mean,
literally like
it's night
my
and
jaw
day.
dropped whenever I switched to the new graphics mode. Like I was like I genuinely couldn't believe how much better it looked. Like it's not even like a thing you have to like zoom in to look. Like it genuinely just looked better.
Yeah.
Like I was like, wow, dude. If every game got the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth treatment, oh my god, like
Yeah.
that'd be
But
amazing.
I think it's also just an issue of like this console. Like, yeah, I bought it just because it's gonna help in the future, but I also think it's just one of those things where it's like a lot of games, it's just harder to make look better and perform better whenever it's like
Already great.
it's just harder to get better than what we have.
Right.
So it's like, and I think Rebirth, I think it's insane to think about, but I think that just brings to like, it's kind of a testament to being like, that game just kind of had issues. Like, I think it just needed more in order to make it look a lot better. But like that, like I don't know. Something about that game is just it's a big, like really huge improvement compared to everything else. And I'm trying to think of why, because realistically I wouldn't see it, but I have no idea. I don't know if it's just because of how big it is, or I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, I definitely noticed it with that.
Yeah,
For sure.
No, I noticed from the trailers. I mean, it's night and day.
Yeah,
Like,
it is. It's really.
but
good.
I'm really hoping that's what it's gonna do for upcoming games too. Metaphor Refantasio runs perfectly. It looks
I'm
very
sure.
good.
I'm excited to play that.
I know it didn't on the original, but it runs perfectly fine. Like there's literally no issues at all. So
Yeah.
and then I think Silent Hill 2 finally got fixed now. I think that is constantly running at 60. I still was shocked because I didn't hear it much, but I guess the original doesn't, has dips. But I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've just been I've been feeling really good. I've just been locked in. Like I've done a lot. Like not even just gaming related. Like I've just done so much this week already, and it's only like my third day back home. Like I've gone to the gym like every single day. I've worked on music. I've made plans with multiple friends, like lunches, like going on photo shoots. So like that, I've obviously set up all my new streaming equipment. I streamed today. I've been playing games, getting schoolwork done. I'm about to be done. Yeah, I streamed today.
When?
Earlier, like at noon. I played Final Fantasy.
I don't know, bro. Like, well, cause you don't keep VODs up. Oh wait, no, okay, 7 hours ago. Okay, no, here's this. All right, never mind. It's cause I always look through Twitch first for some reason because like I feel like I never see you stream. Cause like sometimes I go on Twitter and I like see it says like you're live and then you're just not live and I'm like, am I tripping? Like,
Okay.
this was like 10 minutes ago.
That was a glitch. I deleted that. I added. I downloaded some.
That's
plugin.
happened more than once.
Yes,
bro.
I know. I hate it
Like,
because I realized it when I looked at my Twitter profile. I got this plugin for Streamlabs where it as soon as I go live, it tweets. Well, it kept on just tweeting. Even if I wasn't live, and so I was like, I'm getting rid of that thing.
Zone, bro.
But no, but I've just been like super duper just locked in.
Yeah, I'm just ready for the year to be over. I know I'm the contradicting person that always says to wait, and it's like, why wait? But I think I'm just at that point where I need to learn right now. I think my biggest thing is I need to take my dad's advice is to stop getting so upset over things I just can't control at the moment and to just focus on the things that I can. Like instead of focusing on this PC right now when I literally have time, I could just focus on catching up on games or just playing, or who cares if it's not at the highest quality, just literally do what's fun instead of constantly stressing yourself out and not wanting to do it. Because it's like, why haven't I been playing games? Because I'm stressing myself out and trying to make things work that just are not working right now. So why do that? Or, like, that's why I'm probably so into music, because nothing is stressing me out. I'm doing it out of my own free will and because I want to. It's like, I'm coming up with concepts of like wanting to review like albums and stuff. Like I just started going through like I'm starting to go through like all the albums, like hip hop rap albums that are pretty big this year that came out, and I want to do like a list of like my favorites and stuff. So
cool. What's your Spotify Wrapped look like?
I don't even want to get into it because I got into a whole argument with my mom about it because my phone sucks and I'm locked in my Apple ID, so I'm gonna have to go to the Apple Store, and they're gonna have to help me get out of it because I can't download or update any apps at all because it's locked to an email that we don't use anymore, and they don't have access. The security codes or security questions, they're not 100% certain. It was made like maybe 8 years ago, so I can't do anything. I can't see my Spotify Wrapped. Which kind of annoyed me.
You can't like do it on your computer, like go to Spotify on your computer?
Nope. It's only on phone.
Wow.
Literally, if you go on Spotify and look up Wrapped, it literally says only available on phone.
Wow. That's tough.
So, but yeah, me and my mom got to an argument because she wouldn't listen because she's ignorant, but that's just her sometimes. No, but like next year, I know I'm locked in on music, bro. Oh, it's done. I'm a critic when it comes to music next year. It's okay. Let me not like I want. I saw a tweet that I found pretty funny. This is off topic, but I saw a tweet where someone was like, if you have 50,000 hours, or like 50,000 hours somebody had of listening to music, he's like, you're insane. I'm like, I want more. Like, I'll take 100,000. Like, that's where I want to be. I like music is my number one now. I want it to consume my life and everything. How long is 50,000 minutes within? Hold on.
50,000 minutes
in
or
days? Hours? No, minutes, because that's what they go off on Spotify. Oh yeah. What is 50,000 minutes in days?
Probably not a lot, honestly.
No. Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to say,
that's 34 days.
yeah, that's
No, what did you
yeah.
what did you say? You said a minutes. What hours? Now that's what I want.
50,000 hours. That's probably over years. I don't know if you could even do that in 1 year. Like,
Bro, I got it. Easy. Dude, in 1 year, bro, 50,000 hours. Bro, that's only 2,083 days. I got that easy. In 1 year? Oh, man, that's nothing.
oh my god.
That's crazy. No, but I definitely want to like
I
I
have
just
I have
want to shock people.
65,000 minutes. That's what I
Oh,
got.
you do?
Yeah.
I don't know because hold on, maybe I could pull up the stats FM Spotify. I don't know if that's gonna I pulled this up originally, but I don't know if that would tell me. Let me see if this tells me. Maybe this would. You should probably end the podcast.
No, we're still chilling.
Okay. I didn't know you just want to... I didn't know if you wanted to keep all this in or. All right, here we go. Agree. What do we got? Does this tell me? Maybe. Let's see. Stats FM. No, that's not. My page.
You know what I hate? I hate that Spotify Rap and like YouTube Music Rap doesn't include December. Like I hate this. Like why are we doing it when there's still a whole month left? Like it's so annoying.
Dude, I literally complained about someone. I complained to someone about this week.
Like, it's so dumb. Like we still have a whole month.
Or actually today. Yeah, I know. But that's not how any industry works. It's never the best. It's never
a full year.
The best music of the year. It's the best music of the first 10 to 11 months.
Yeah, literally.
Because 1 year is, or 1 month is just
because literally Insecurities by Lil Baby, like the one he dropped recently. I've literally been having that on repeat for like 2 weeks straight. Like I haven't really listened to any other song. Like I've just been listening to that straight. And so I probably have like like shoot, like 50 hours of just that song alone. And it's not anywhere on my recap because it doesn't include it because it came out too recently. I'm like, bro,
yeah,
that's so stupid. Like, I hate it. Like, just do it in January, bro. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at my thing, which all this makes sense, and it makes me quite happy, to be honest, if this is where it would land out. I'm quite shocked my GOAT is possibly in my top 3 still, which... How in the world did there's no way Schoolboy Q is above JID, bro. Like, what? That don't make no sense to me. I don't agree with that. I literally listen to JID on a daily. Now, everything else makes pretty good sense here. My top 3 is easily my GOAT The Weeknd, Kendrick, and Denzel Curry. Easy. I mean... Oh yeah, how you feeling about Kendrick's album? I know you tweeted about it.
It's good.
You tweeted as if it was mid. You're just like, I know, like you're not saying it is, but it's just like the way you tweet. You're just like, yeah, it was fun, but back to Lil Baby.
I mean,
like,
I'm just so locked in on Lil Baby. I could just literally care less about any of the artists right now, to be honest.
What's your favorite song? Really good, though.
On GNX?
Yeah. Or like top 3. Like, what are some of your favorites?
Top 3, I'll go. It's tough. I think My favorite song to listen to is Squabble Up. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
But I think like my favorite like song in terms of like what I think is like the best in a way, I really like Whacked Out Murals like a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
a lot of people do.
yeah, and then I think there's a lot of other good. I really like. Is it Luther's or Luther? Luther's?
That's the one with SZA.
Yes, I think that one's
Luther.
pretty good as well.
There's also Gloria, but I think Luther's way better. I think.
Yes, I agree. TV off. Everyone keeps saying TV off is one of them.
Bro.
I don't agree with that. I think
One of the best songs on the album. It's literally
TV Off?
it's not like Us the sequel. It's a banger. It's better than Squabble Up.
I don't know.
It's literally not like Us the sequel, but better. TV Off is top 3 easy.
And then hang on, I gotta look at the track list again. Hang on.
Turn this TV off. Bro, he goes hard on that track too, bro. Like, you just don't like it because of mustard.
Oh gosh. Oh no, I like the mustard part. That part.
Really, bro? But he's rapping on that thing, dude. He's going. That's fine, but I love that. That's easily top 3. I think my top 3, I think, is pretty easy.
I liked Reincarnated. I thought that one was good.
Reincarnate. See, I love that one, but it's hard for me to keep listening to. It's not because it's just hard. Like the substance matter. It's just really hard to keep listening, I guess, to him talk about like, like it's about, specific artists. Like I think rumors of like Billie Holiday, and I can't remember the other woman's name that he talks about, but I think it's just hard to listen to it every second because I don't always want to listen to something like super deep.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Overall, I thought it was a pretty solid album.
Yeah, I think it's his 3rd best album of all time. I think it's top 3.
Cool.
I keep seeing people say it's his worst. I'm tired of people's terrible takes.
I agree.
I'm tired of everyone's terrible takes. Damn is his worst album. It's not even a competition. It's just not, bro. It's not. If you listen to the whole album of... I shouldn't say that word, but it's literally what the album's called. But it's like kind of a curse word. It's just, if you listen to that whole album, man, there are some stinkers on that. Like God, oh God, oh God. It's just a little rough, but I'd say my top 3. Actually, it's a little. Hey Now's growing on me a good chunk.
I like that one. Yeah, that was a good one.
Hey now, all up on my yin. I don't know. The 3rd spot's hard. Top 2 easily is TV Off and Heart Part 6. Heart Part 6 is just great. I love the beat, clean. I mean, destroy Drake's version, but I'm not gonna go into that. I don't know. But I've been enjoying like a bunch of stuff. Love Denzel Curry. He's a goat. I finally figured out why people love Doechii. I'm gonna re-listen to her album that got nominated for the Grammys. I don't think it should have been nominated for the Grammys personally. Out of every rap album you could have chose that came out this year, I think it's a good album, but I think she does way too much. Like, I think if you listen to it, John, you would recognize her talent and why people like her, because she has a lot of influence off of like Kendrick Lamar and like a lot of other artists, but you would probably think the same thing I do. She does way too much. Like way too much. Like there are points in her music where like it sounds good, and then at the end of a track, she literally just does this. And I'm like, what are we doing? What? Like, it's like 30 seconds of her like breathing, and I'm like, what is happening? Like, what are we doing? Like you kind of like ruined the song. Like what's going on?
I spent 10 hours last week listening to somebody's entire discography.
And who is that?
Wheezy.
Oh,
Lil Wayne,
how's that?
Lil
He's got
Wayne.
like
He goes
he's
way
got like
back.
20
He goes,
like 90 465. I don't know. What's your favorite? The Carter 3?
I mean, that is one of the best ones for sure.
Yeah. I used to bump the Carter 3.
I don't know my favorite.
Yeah, you
Honestly,
go off on that. I gotta let my I gotta let my dog out.
Man, I don't really have much to go off on. I don't know. I listened to all of it.
Yeah.
I would actually say the Carter 5 is probably my favorite.
Here, I'm gonna
Maybe.
do this.
I really like his recent mixtape, The Fix Before the Six. Oh man, I love that one. I literally found a song I think is a masterpiece. Like I've yet to ever find a song where I was like, "Yo, that song is legit a masterpiece." Until I listened to a song by Lil Wayne. Oh my god, I can't stop listening to it. It's Lil Wayne and Lil Baby have been the only artists I've been listening to. But yeah, there's so many good things. Oh, is that the one this dude was talking about? Or wait, what is? Hang on, which one was my coworker talking about?
Bro, it's gonna be a minute. I had to let my dog out, bro, and I have to watch her because her leg is like hurt, bro. So like it's gonna be a minute, and it's
Okay.
windy as all ever. So
Okay.
I don't know. You probably want to end it, but I'll be back in like
I'll
2
end it.
minutes,
I'll
maybe,
end
or
it. Thank you all
maybe
so much for watching.
longer. I can't hear you.